Yes, sir. We are back with another one, and I'm with my neighbor.
Howdy ho, neighbor. What's going on? It's your boys.
Wait, bring the fence back. I kind of match.
Oh.
Yeah, hey neighbor. Hey,
actually, it now does seem like it'd be like, yo,
just
you on the fence.
Like the whole fence.
Like whole fence.
Malone this week.
Word.
I trimmed the hedges for you. All right, hit it again. Go ahead.
And since you trim the hedges for me, it's your boys.
Sir.
We are the Pay Window Podcast. I am Vernon Somoza. We are on the Sandbox Podcast Network. Shout out to the big boss, man.
My big bro. Shout out to him.
We are on what episode are we on today? Episode 48. 48. On episode 48. Shout out to episode 48.
Crazy.
And we said who we are, and we are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and Radio Public.
We see your proverbial left.
And all that to say, the wrestling opiner, I'm going to toss left to my tag team partner, Frank Champion.
That's me.
Powerful pontificator of pro wrestling. Who's
a man, who's one half of the men on a mission.
Word. Shout out to MOM Mom Men.
Shout out to Barbershop Window.
Oh, that a Barbershop Window tee. Okay.
Most of my t-shirts you see me wear are Barbershop Window tees. I refuse to pay.
No kidding.
Pro wrestling tees. Before Pro Wrestling Tees bought them dudes out, Barbershop Window was so much fun to look at and grab tees from. I saw this one. I was like, I need it. I need a Mabel Men on a Mission shirt. I popped Oscar because I seen him at the marathon show, but Oscar worked me for a t-shirt anyway. He was like, bro, come on, I'll give you a good brother discount. $15.
I'd have been like, yeah.
I was like, I hit him with this. I say, yo, you got a 5X? He goes, let me check the bin. I was like, damn. I was like, usually 4, I'm good. Like, this is a 4. I'm like, I say stuff like that to be like, oh, damn, only if you're at a 5X, I'll get it. He goes, let me check the bin. I got one right here. All right, Oscar, it's 15, bro. The crazy.
I'm mad you with the like 15.
The crazy
like 10.
He was selling for like 30. And it was just, I gave a shirt to the wifey and she ruined it. I forgot. She was using it as a sleep shirt because I didn't like the shirt. I got worked by Oscar.
Why are you slandering Oscar live on the podcast? We haven't even been on this for 5 minutes and you slandering Oscar? Is that what we're on right now? We're on Oscar slander?
Hold on, man. Because I got to find the shirt now. It's pissing me off. I love how literally, just to break the fourth wall, we've been talking for like 3 hours. Yeah. And this hadn't popped up in conversation at all. Wow. So we started talking about what's on my chest. Hold on, I'm loading up Pro Wrestling Tees. I really hope that shirt's still there.
Well, listen, shout out to Das Bootleg with the Taz bootleg. Shout out to you guys always keeping us with the ill. Keep with the ill team. Men on a Mission. Wow.
That's the one. That's the shirt. It's just in the yellow you can't see right now. That's literally the shirt.
Okay. Oh, duh.
The like, black. There's a green screen.
Gotcha.
Like if I turn the green screen on, yeah, you see it now how it's yellow?
I see it now. Okay.
That's literally the shirt. Bro, let me show you the shirt. It's here. This one. And he's selling it for 20 on PWTs? Bro.
It's like it's like a Baby's Kids kind of like
thing? And it was like a heather gray kind of.
Hold on, let me zoom in on my screen because I gotta see.
I was trying to zoom in. Hold on. That's the best I could do, bro. It was not it. It was not it, bro.
Can I tell you that looks hand drawn on the shirt though, but not in a good way.
Oh, he said on the shirt.
It looks like someone hand drew that on that actual shirt live, and like each one is handmade, but not in a good, but like right, not in like that way that you're like, yo, that's fire.
He was trying to work me, right? So I was like, I'm gonna work him. You got that in a 5X? You ain't got that in a 5X. Let me check the bin. Let me check the bin for you. I got that 5X for you, partner. I said, all right, let me come back. I'm gonna come back. I got my money in the wallet. He ain't forget. I got that shirt for you, big man. I probably was the only sale that day because we were on the matinee. Wasn't nobody there for the matinee, and we didn't get paid that night. That's the night where Kevin Sullivan. That's the night where Kevin Sullivan went after the promoter for his money. Yeah,
Crazy days of pro wrestling.
Indie wrestling, baby. So, Vern.
What's up?
Let's talk about today. Today's the 20th.
Yes, sir.
We are in the holiday season. It's December.
We are.
Windy. It's chilly, right?
Very chilly.
I saw your fiance come in earlier, and she was all bundled up. I saw the hat. She was like scarf. It looks like it's cold out there today, right? Tomorrow we're almost like 20 degrees, right? So just want to talk about how cold it is. This is Christmas time. We're getting to the holiday season. I want to say holiday because Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah. What else?
Various things we can. Yes.
I don't even remember them all. Those are like the three I remember. Those are the big three. Those are like the big three.
Festivus, the one that's made up from a TV show that people
actually celebrate.
Still treat like a real thing, but it was a bit for a TV show.
Is that Seinfeld?
Anyway. Yes.
I don't watch Seinfeld, so yeah, whatever. So I'm saying all that to say this to you, Vern. Merry Christmas, because the next time we're on, it'll be the New Year. So I'll tell you Happy New Year. Maybe we'll have some drinks that day.
Okay.
What do you think? Maybe we do drinks on episode 49 because that'll be New Year's, or do we wait till episode 50 because it's the 50th episode and that's 100 weeks we've done? What do you think?
Okay, yeah, maybe we'll do it for the 100. We'll say for the 100th.
Episode 50. Episode 50. We're gonna crack something.
Yeah, we'll do something different for the audience, if you will, for the content.
I literally just put alcohol. If I can show you our notes, it just says alcohol. Episode 50. All right. So I said all that, Vern, because I sent you something. There it is. I sent you something last week that I wanted you to have for the show that I mentioned, I think, last episode. I said, dude, I'm going to send you a gift. You're going to love it. Can't wait till you see it. You're going to pop huge. Okay. So, Vern, in your hand, please don't show the address or anything like that. I was about to say, because your address is on there. My address is on there. Right. I think I put Vernon Somoza. Then I put my shoot name. And I looked and I was like, why did I put my shoe name on? I was like, you idiot. You idiot. So, Vern, go ahead. I'm going to do the commentary. Right, cool. Vern is ripping this open. This is for the audio listeners. Make sure ASMR. Make sure it's near your microphone. Do all that nonsense too at the same time. You got to whisper. I wonder what it is. No, stop. My ears. All right. What do you see, Vern? Tell me what you see.
It looks like a yellow shirt.
Okay. All right. You got to hold it up for yourself.
Pulling it out.
Hold it up for yourself.
All right. Can I reveal it to myself first, or can I reveal it to the camera first?
Reveal it to yourself first.
All right.
And show your face.
Yes. Little hide the ball, brother.
Quit playing hide the ball. Slam the salami. Stitch the t-shirt, brother.
What the hell?
I don't know if that's your right size. Is it XL?
Yes, sir.
All right. I didn't want to get you too big and get you a 2X.
Hide the ball.
Hide the ball, brother. Shout out to the Labs fan.
Shout out to the Labs fan with the Labs fan universe. Oh, I appreciate you, my boy.
You already know, bro. Hey, you already know. I know. I saw it the other day, and I was like, "Yo, I gotta get Vern that." It was either that one or dial this one in, brother. But I thought hide the ball would pop you more.
No.
I figured that. So next week, no, in episode 50, you're wearing that one. You gotta wear that one episode.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. I love it.
Anything else you want to talk about before? Let me see. I had something that I wanted to bring up because I always got something random before we get into wrestling.
Yeah.
But I don't think I remember anything.
Okay. Must not been that random then.
Well, there was something that happened yesterday. It's just funny to me. So my kid's school was doing something called they were doing a movie night. Movie night in the gym, right? They got a big projector screen. They're gonna play the Polar Express for all the kids. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Wife's like, oh, do you want to go? I'm like, sure, I'll go. I really don't want to, but I'll go to spend some time with Rocky. She wants to watch the movie, whatever. So I go, wife goes, Rocky goes, and the aunt goes.
No.
You got to bring your own blanket because you're going to be laying on the ground on the gym floor. There's no bleachers, no seats. You lay down on the ground and all that and watch the movie. Okay, sure, whatever. We got the biggest blanket.
Uncomfortable on purpose, yeah.
Right. 4 of us, big enough blanket for the 4 of us plus her best friend and her mom. We're able to sit on this blanket, right? So It's cool, whatever. I care I might have to use a duck here. Hold on. Just so you can understand how much I did not care about this movie. I could give two about Polar Express. Okay. That's what I wanted to duck. I can give two, of those. Okay. So I wasn't really watching. I was on my phone playing, tinkering on my phone, playing games and stuff. And every now and then I would just look up and I'd watch and I'd say, okay, it's CGI or some whatever. Kids seen it already. After a while, right? Her best friend, their mom leaves because they're like, oh, we got to go home. We got to take care of stuff. Because it was like getting late. People had to eat dinner and stuff like that. Oh, first of all, they're like, make sure you don't bring snacks because we're going to have popcorn and hot chocolate for you so we can give it to you at the movie. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. They're going to have popcorn and hot chocolate. That's dope. We get to the school. They open the door. Everybody go to the cafeteria for popcorn and hot chocolate. I thought we were going to go see the movie. Oh, we did this yesterday and they left a big mess in the gym. So everybody in the cafeteria. So I'm just standing there, bro. Everybody walks in. We're like some of the first people there. Everybody else is walking in. They're all going to sit down. I'm just standing. I'm like, why have people sit? Like, we're gonna leave. We're gonna leave to go watch the damn movie. Why are you getting comfortable over here? Bro, they had us all in there. I was like, yo, this feels like a prison camp. They had us all lined in there. You just see mad people with blankets, mad cold, right? Mad cold, eating popcorn out of brown bags, and they're serving hot chocolate out of one of them like big tin coffee joints. I'm like, yo, that's just water and chocolate powder, bro. Don't. My kid's like, oh, I want some. I'm like, go ahead and have some, right? So once that's all done, there's like, oh, you can start going to the gym. Here's your ticket. You got to get your ticket punched by the conductor. Conductor's I don't care if you guys know where I'm from, a low police officer with a conductor hat on.
Shout out to that guy.
Okay,
shout out to that guy.
Punching it in. He's got the conductor whistle.
He's in gimmick. Okay,
he's in gimmick. I'll give it to him.
I appreciate somebody who can play a character role and be of civil service. As a fireman, I can appreciate that.
Right. He goes, hey, welcome to the Polar Express. I got to punch your ticket. Feel free to sit wherever. I'm like, okay, all right. He's living the gimmick. All right, do your thing. Punches in. How's everything, mom and dad? As he says something like that. We're like, oh, everything's great. Blah, blah, blah. We walk in. We set the blanket up. Put it down, right? I'm like, well, I'm 6'3". If I sit like normal, 1, my back's gonna start hurting. 2, I'm sorry, I'm a 90s kid. We called it Indian style. Crisscross applesauce, nah. Indian style. I cannot sit Indian style anymore. Okay, with legs crossed. Period. I think if I tried it right now, Vern, I might pop something.
Oh, okay? Yeah, I can appreciate
you would hear. And I'd be like, stop the show. call an ambulance. I can't move. So I was like, I'm just going to have to lay down. So I laid. I just laid there and I was on my phone. So the movie's going on. I'm
on your side, where like your elbow was getting tired. So like, roll the other side.
So I was laying on the wife. Because she was sitting there watching it. And then Rock started getting clingy. So I was like, you want to be with your mama? She goes, yeah. I was like, all right. So I rolled over. And then I used the jackets. We had a bunch of jackets. I used that as a pillow. That wasn't working. I looked at the aunt. I was like, "Yo, give me your knee." And I just laid on her knee, and I was on my phone. I was like, "I need something, bro." I'm like, my neck's gonna hurt if I don't lay some certain way because I'm either gonna get the dead arm here from laying this way. Okay. You ever lay like this and you wake up and you can't move your wrist this way?
Heck yeah, it hurts.
Right. So I was just like, you know what? Screw it. I just need a knee, a leg, something. I was like, don't move. And I just laid there on the phone. Movie's coming to a conclusion, right? We're getting close to the end, right? We're
in the middle about to come back. Yeah, his train's about to return.
Sure. Okay.
Bizarre
Sounds
movie,
good.
by the way. But the movie's bizarre.
The movie's supposed to make you believe in Santa, right?
I understand, but so many questions when you watch that movie. But yeah, that's fine.
Bro, I didn't watch a lick of it. I could care less.
Okay, I was like, we get into the finer points of why I think that movie's bizarre, but okay.
What's it called? It's a work, bro. Santa's a work. I'm Santa. Oh, duck.
Guy.
I'm sorry. I just wrote cuck. I wrote cuck, not duck. Okay. All right. Sorry. We're starting off hot tonight.
Apparently, man, you're spicy.
Hot. All right. So after a while, what do you think will happen when you put a bunch of 5 to 8 or 9 year olds in the same area with no restraint and you say sit and watch a movie, what do you think's gonna happen eventually?
Oh, restless like a mug. Kids about to run around acting crazy.
Ooh, 45, 55 minutes in the movie.
Pent up energy. So
one
much
kid
energy.
started going back and forth in front of the projector. Back and forth. One little
and no
kid.
one grabbed him. No one grabbed him.
Hey, ain't my kid, right? So best friend left. Rocky's like, "Can I go find someone else?" I'm like, "Can you find somebody in this dark?" She goes,
What?
"I see somebody over there." The wife's like, "Okay, go ahead." She keeps coming back and forth. "Mommy, I need water. Mommy, I need this. Mommy, I need this." I said, "Look, stay or go, one or the other. I just need my water." And she stayed. She stayed over there. All right. After a while, all the kids in there are not even watching the movie no more. They're all running around, causing a ruckus. All you hear is, here come the conductor. "Children, get back to your seats," and all that, blah, blah, blah. Everybody had to go sit back down now. So now the kids are watching the movie. I'm still on my phone. I look up and I see a part where Santa's in his sleigh. This big old red sack of toys is just flying through the air with like magic whatever flying behind him, right? And I'm just like, oh, okay, Santa, whatever. All of a sudden, the lights come on. And I'm like, was that the end of the movie? The lights come on. I'm like, my wife's never seen the movie, and she was into it. She was like into it. She goes, "Yo." She was like, "That wasn't the end." She's like, "What happened?" Santa comes out. All the kids, "Santa!" And I'm like, you ain't even let them kids finish the movie, bro. You know what I think? You know what I think happened, bro? You know what I think happened? Real talk.
Hot shot the finish. He was like, shoot the finish.
Yo, them kids was running around. They was like, yo, play the music.
It was like, yo, like that 1 week where you was like, yo, that's it, we're done.
Yeah, I was like, yo, should we just end it here? Yo, we're ending it. Yo,
okay,
I promise you. I look up and I'm like, the movie's done? I was like, I just saw Santa fly.
Yo, this kid's wallet. Get Santa out here now. Get Santa on deck today. Wow, that's crazy.
He comes out. If you want to go take your picture with Santa, blah, 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 go ahead. My kid's one of the first kids in line. The line starts wrapping around the entire gym. Like one whole wall's occupied, and it's starting to curl around towards the exit. I was like, Rocky, get your picture. Let's go. We out of here. It's funny stuff. But that was my entertaining night last night. That's what I did last night. So I feel like this is the gimmick now. I give you some story to laugh to. I get 2 weeks to come up with something funny to make you laugh, and then we get to wrestle.
That is quite the experience we've had.
Listen, bit by a dog. What else? Bruh. What happened to me this year? What else?
Bit by a dog.
Grind my gears. Forget CVS. I want to say a different word, but forget CVS. All right. Those are just some of the latest ones I remember. And today, I mean, Polar Express. Hot shot the finish with Santa.
I'm mad. Wow, that's funny. So, and the movie doesn't finish. They just shut the movie off.
Movie was off, bro. Projector off. They started deflating the projector, gang. It was one of them outdoor 20-foot joints. They put it at the one side of the gym and they had to sit in the middle.
Get Santa. Santa's
there was like, they said, get Santa. He's like, I ain't even got my beard on yet.
Bro,
take it home.
Wow. I'm mad they started playing the music and he was like running.
Yo.
Good for wow.
Yo, funny stuff. I thought it was
But
hilarious.
You know what? But I guess you're better. You're happier if they started. If they didn't, you imagine they'd waited for the movie to end?
Right. They should have just went an hour into the movie and just said, here comes Santa. Like, why get that far? Maybe that was the whole plan the whole time. Let's wait till Santa pops up in the movie. And then we'll have him show up.
Oh, God. Could you know what's crazy?
What up?
Person who had that idea was like, yo,
I got
what if during the movie when Santa makes his debut, yo, hit the gym lights. Big brain. Real life Santa walks in.
Santa reveal. Damn
it,
Vernon.
People in there who are like, oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Explain this to the people what I'm doing. He said, we bring in the real Santa.
He drops the mic, he stands up, and he walked away.
Tell me he didn't drop the pen and walk off, bro.
Like, okay, I guarantee you that meeting, there was like people left that meeting going, this is it. This is the year. We're gonna end up on YouTube. We're gonna go viral. Like CBS is gonna cover our school because this is the idea that brings our town back to like
This
we're
is
gonna
it.
be on Good
We're gonna
Morning in
make it.
America.
We're gonna be on what is it here? ABC 5. We're gonna be on ABC 5 out here.
Yeah, on 5. Good Morning Boston. We're gonna be on Good Morning Boston.
Yeah.
Like this is Pitbull is gonna perform at our school after he sees
the mayor.
He's coming here to do a concert after he sees
Shaughnessy go crazy.
After he's gonna see how viral this moment was when we were like, "Yo,
you'd be like, what up? It's Mr. 305 worldwide. I'm coming to y'all
exactly."
school.
And the camera, the video camera, the handheld freaking iPhone that was used to shoot it, and the person had it. Well, excuse me, they definitely had it the wrong direction. First and foremost, they were definitely holding it upright like a jerk. Held it this way, and when Santa came in, they were zoomed in, and they zoomed in on the wrong thing. And when they zoomed back out, Santa was already in the room. And it was just kind of like, yay!
Hey, Santa's here. Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Anyway, all right, I'm done. Sorry.
You done ranting?
Yeah.
You want to talk about wrestling?
Unfortunately.
Hey, this is what we're here for.
That's not true. We're lying. We love to talk about wrestling.
Listen. We wouldn't be doing this for 96 weeks if we didn't love wrestling. It's crazy to think, though.
Who knew? You know what? At this point, I've considered it a time capsule.
Yeah,
because I truly think, like, man, what would it have been like to record, just randomly record the times that we would just sit and talk nonsense for hours about nothing.
My god! And
you know what I mean?
With no structure or anything, just talking. Oh my lord!
Like, it's like I go back to watch our old YouTube videos, and I'm like, the ones where we were doing Dub C videos, and I'm like, man, those are just funny to watch. And I cringe. Being idiots. I cringe, and I'm like, oh, why did I say that?
Now,
and then other times I laugh, and I'm like, man, we were just having fun.
Kids having fun
with cameras,
like AEW. Just fun.
What a transition! Because man, oh man,
no, we're not going there yet. We're not going there yet. Jeez, no, they can wait. You want AEW? You gotta wait. Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about the models.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this. Shoot.
How's my face? Hold on. It's the lips. I can't purse them. Hold on.
There it is.
All right. That's all right. Model face.
All right.
Mansoor and Mason Madden made their debut on the independents at Deadlock Pro Wrestling.
Yo, DPW has really like glowed up. They're that next indie.
I feel like right. I'm starting to see them a lot more. I haven't watched a single show, but I'm starting to see DPW on my feeds elsewhere.
Didn't we both watch a DPW show? Weren't they on free
Defy? I wonder. You know what? It's been a while since I've been on Remix. The last time I was on Remix was when we
watched that thing. Yeah. Huh? I don't think it does not exist anymore.
Oh, it's not remix.com. I guess somebody else has that. I went to remix.com. It said remix the web. Mix videos from YouTube. It's
like
Instagram.
Remix, but like with a W, no? Like Remix.
Yes. I just don't remember the name. Steam Stack. It was powered by Steam Stack, remember? Hey, since we're here, let's just pop it up on the screen. Let's see how.
Yeah.
We got a world premiere. Killing in the Name, season 10, episode 3. Look, then they got Defy. Oh, that's Enjoy. That's Enjoy's wrestling stuff. So okay, they're still working on it.
All right.
Is that Joey Janela? Yeah. So Kenta is still the Defy champion. He beat Nick Wayne when we did it in like the summer. No, this is the reason why we know Galeno Del Mal. Remember? This is why we know Galeno Del Mal. So shout out to Steam Stack and Remix for that. I just remember that. But see. Oh, they added this one. I'm about to say, I wonder if they added any other promotions.
Demand Lucha. That's interesting. Demand Lucha's on IWTV.
Okay. I wonder how they were able to do that then, because usually I think once IWTV gets a hold of you, you ain't anywhere else.
Huh.
Unless this is older stuff. I mean, this looks pretty recent.
No, it looks pretty recent.
Jack Cartwheel. That's a this year guy, isn't he?
Yeah. Let me check. No, I just said that.
Launch tendencies. Yeah. Oh, it's crazy. But that's shout out to them. Shout out to them for real. So I was hoping it was there. That Deadlock was either there or somewhere else, like an IWTV to get it to watch. But I'm sure there'll be a way to catch all this anyway. But the best way you can catch it right now is on YouTube. So Vern Bache. Oh, I didn't have to do it that way. I have the video already linked. I wanted to show you when Mace and man, and you're gonna love the first set of people you see when I show you this. Okay, you're gonna love it. I know you are. Your eyes are gonna roll so hard they're probably gonna fall out of your head.
Yeah, the Man Lucha's on. The Man Lucha is on, but they don't have the newest shows. They got like 3 new shows.
Maybe it's done. Maybe they're done with
Yeah,
IWTV.
Well, that's what I'm saying. No, because the October is the newest show on here,
Oh,
and
that was 2
June
months
was the
ago.
newest show. Yeah, but June is the one that you showed me on there on Remix was the show from June.
Oh,
They've
so
had 3 more
maybe
shows
they got
since then.
old. They got old footage. Who knows?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering if it's like that, like it's on a delay, like IWTV gets the live stuff, and it's like on a 3-month delay, and then they get
Yeah,
it
kind of like Hulu. Not Hulu. Like the network was back in the day.
Peacock.
You get
What's what Peacock does now. Like Peacock gets the Raw and SmackDown like a month or something after it's aired.
like a month behind. They're a month behind. You can watch everything Raw, but you're a month behind. Is Abby okay over there?
Yeah,
Abby.
she was snuck under my feet before, and I was like, come on.
All right, so let me get this video popping.
Go ahead.
Let me share, present. So, Vern, explain to me the first thing you see on your screen.
Oh God, it's Violence is Forever.
Your favorite tag team.
I haven't seen these guys and just,
since we first started doing this show. Really, we're seeing those guys.
What's in Gardini, right? Gardini.
I don't remember their names, bro. But I remember the chubbier one. Thinks he's like a super shooter or something like that. I remember Dominic Guarini or something like that. Right?
Yep, Dominic Guarini. Yep.
It just hit me now.
And then the other kid, like the CM Punk
right?
Cosplay. Yep, who does all the suplexes and holds, and they're just jerks in the ring.
You gotta love it.
Have they changed? Are they like?
You think I watched that match? I saw the models. Okay, read what it says. Okay,
all right.
The models came. All right, you ready? You ready?
Hit it.
And here we go.
We talked about this being a hell of a unit. I would not be surprised to see this tree. Wait a second, come on! Filthy Tom and the West Coast Wrecking Crew after the match is over. They were beaten fair and square. Bunch of sore losers.
Yeah.
Come on now. Yeah, I mean, this was just LeBron got one up on Tom Waller, had it scouted. Oh, man. What is this?
Oh, hang on a second here. What's going on? Well, you're hearing the music just like I'm hearing the music.
Beatdown stopped. I think we're all kind of just waiting to see what is.
Okay, why are these guys here? We know who they are. Don't you say nothing, baby. You'll get us fine. Come on now. I didn't see this coming.
Is it just going to happen month after month for us? We got to start keeping track of calendars and we've got to take it by surprise. What is going on?
I'm working it. I don't like it. Keep surprising me. Put some cameras on it. Light it up. Keep sending it my way.
It's certainly a shocking turn of events. Let's see if we're going to get any explanation here. And
give me a microphone, Rich.
Did anybody really think we were going to wait 90 days to show up at the highest professional wrestling company in the fucking world? The first thing I want everybody to do is give it up for your winners of this match, Cold Stone and Violence is Forever. And now, I want you to shit on those assholes. West Coast Wrecking Crew, count your days, because on January 20th, we are handing you your asses personally. And I promise you, and every single living soul watching this right now, you aren't going to have to worry about attacking anybody after the match. You aren't going to be able to stand, because we are going to fuck you up.
Miss it.
Damn, it feels good to be back in North Carolina! We've been in wrestling rings all over the world, but there isn't anything like stepping into a ring right here in Bull City. But we're not just here for cookout. We're here to make a statement. From the second we step through that curtain, the meta has changed. And I'm here to give you the patch notes. For those of you who aren't in the know, this right here is Mansoor. And I happen to be, and get this, I just changed my name to Mason Madden. But more importantly, together we are MXM. Now, we've both been a lot of things. He's been a monster in a mask. I've been a hometown hero. We've both been male models. But I am so incredibly proud to say, with this microphone, in this ring, under this roof, in front of the best goddamn fans on the planet, that for the first time ever, who you see is exactly who we are. We are MXM, and from now until the wheels fall off, we are here in DPW.
Surprise here tonight.
Yeah, and I heard DPW just got new tires.
I mean, like I said, I was thinking that maybe I need to keep keeping better track of dates, but it turns out it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
They're just gonna show up, and it sounds like they're calling out the record.
Okay, Vernie boy. First thoughts.
First thoughts, right there at the end, Mansoor did the MJF thing I hate.
What's that?
When you want the crowd to get into it, you talk really intense and you say things with a statement. And he kept going back to that when he wanted to best fans in the world. And he kept telling them that they're the best wrestling promotion. And it's like, oh, okay.
I liked it. I liked the promo.
I know. No, I'm not saying it wasn't bad. It was good. For a first promo out, it was great.
Just one thing before you continue.
Please.
Just this shot right here. The shot of these two right here.
Yeah.
This dude's a star, bro. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, you can't see my mouse. Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
This guy's got the look, man. Does he not? He's got it.
They both got something.
And Mansoor's in great shape. And what I said to you earlier, sorry. I said, how small are indie guys? Because Mansoor gets in the ring and stay in
the top rope.
Like he towers over the both of these guys. I just had to bring that up. So, and Mansoor was an average size superstar. That just tells you.
Yeah. I mean, that was the only thing I get, bless you.
Thank you. It's been killing me the past few weeks, man, down here.
If there's any critique I had, it was just that. I'm not a big fan of that, the impassioned, I have to yell now. Let me yell and to make a point, but I get why they do it, but it's just, it's like Flair. Remember when you watch old Flair knew when he was losing a crowd, when he'd turn it up and he'd get in the voice and he'd start to do the voice and he would start to fire himself up and then you got into it.
limousine riding. Yeah, his veins start
Right,
popping
but
out.
but also remember the times when it's just the crowd was like, remember the Nitros when the crowd wasn't into it, yet Flair still is screaming on the
He start
microphone
dropping the elbow, and that's when they really start reacting and all that. Yeah.
because it
I'm with you.
keep going. So it was so I got it, but like him coming out cussing up a storm because I guess when you start cussing and wrestling and stuff and like him saying I'm going to kill you and
You think MJF immediately now?
well
Is that
I'm
what
going
it
to
was?
f you up. I was just like because immediately what did I say? I'm going to f you up. Are you, bro? It's
You sure
fake.
about that?
Why are we going there?
Are you
Don't
sure
go
about that?
there. Right? Don't
That's
make
my favorite line now.
come on, Franny. What do they teach us in wrestling? Don't make promises you're not planning on keeping. Don't promise
Right.
to kill someone because you're not going to kill them.
Right. You ain't killing anybody.
That's not going to happen. So you don't go out there and say, I'm going to kill you. And then I'm going to F you up.
I mentioned to you
Like
earlier. I said the profanity was excessive. Didn't really need it, but
you were so, but you nailed it. You were like, that's the thing you're not going to like. And I did
Yeah.
because my first thought was like, way to make the F-bomb ineffective. You're just like, we're going to F you up. No, you're not. You're going to have a regular, no one's going to
you're gonna have a
bleed.
wrestling match.
You're going to have a
You're gonna
regular
have a
wrestling match.
We're
It's
gonna
not
hit cooler
it's-
moves on you.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, I'd almost prefer we're going to have a punch and kick knockout fight with you. I'm not going to headlock you. I'm not going to lock up with you. I'm just going to fight you. Okay,
It's gonna be
I
a
can
fight.
take that.
It's not gonna be a match. It's gonna be a fight.
Yeah,
Sure.
but I'm going to F you up. No, you're not. You're going to nip on punches and nip on kicks. I know.
May I allow?
I'm
may
being
I allow,
nitpicky.
Will you
Please.
allow me this volley, sir? Allow me
Please,
this
sir.
volley.
Sir, please.
I'm gonna say he didn't have the intention of probably being that profane, but I'm sure
He
it's
was hype.
probably a little. It's probably allowed to an extent, and he was feeding off the crowd.
Sure.
And I'm sure he was just like, first thing that comes to mind, I'm gonna blurt it out. So now I say that
There were parts that felt very much. I got the pen out and I hit my cues.
Yeah.
And there were other parts that I'm with you that I like. That he definitely was like, I'm in the moment. I'm going for it.
Oh yeah, he was on the fly. So I just would have the way I would have done their promo. I thought it was very good. A very good way to debut him. They just popped up, made a babyface save. Nice and simple. WWE guys haven't been seen in just about 3 months. I think tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. So, which is funny, huh? They were about 87, 86 days, but they didn't work. They didn't compete. Is that competing? Coming in and doing a cameo?
I don't know. I don't know if it's because it's not considered. I mean, you can't pro wrestle, so technically they didn't pro wrestle. They did
bump
a promo.
anybody. They didn't touch anyone.
Yeah.
They showed up.
You know
and
what?
talked.
I'm thinking about it. Isn't that's the Lex Luger? That was the Lex Luger workaround, right? Because remember, he just makes he makes the surprise debut, but he doesn't interact.
He doesn't do anything. He just goes. But there was no clause then, and he's the reason why there is the clause.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
Luger
thinking
Luger and Rude. They were like next day. Rude was on 3 shows in 1 week.
But I thought it was Luger that Luger appeared, but because he doesn't touch anybody, or am I thinking of the Lloyds of London thing? I think I'm thinking of Lloyds of London.
That's everybody. As long as you didn't get physical,
correct.
You still got your payout. Yeah, you're thinking Lloyds of London. You're thinking Lloyds of London.
I'm thinking of protecting protecting his payout and not being a manager, but not getting involved in stuff.
Luger was that guy for Vince, almost won that title.
Yeah.
Dipped, and he was gone. He was gone. WCW Nitro, first Nitro ever. It was like what? So I think that's when that whole no compete plus everything in WCW that was at the time anyway. I think that's why the no compete popped up. But hey, is Endeavor and TKO gonna be like Mansoor and what's his real name? Brendan? You guys are gonna have to suffer the consequences of breaching your contract of in there for 90 days. And you willingly knew that because you said it in the promo. You think that would happen with Endeavor? You think TKO would do that? I don't think so. I think they don't care.
I also think amazing. They let him keep Mansoor, or you think they just
his real name?
Excuse me.
Yeah, no, his real name.
Okay.
His real name is Mansoor. You can't take that away.
Good for
his name is Mansoor Abdul Aziz Al Shahail.
Oh, good for him then.
Yeah.
Hell.
Shout out to him. He gets to use his name.
Kept his real name.
Yep. And he's probably in the best shape of his life.
Yeah.
Because when he first came, he was like scraggly, I kind of look like a 205 Live guy, which is what they were kind of using him for.
I do remember that. When
And
he had his
now-
run with Ali and they had the big match
yeah.
at Saudi and he became the whole, like he just said, the hometown
Yes,
guy.
he kind of looks
I remember
like
the promos of them too, and they were like
Yes.
both on, yeah.
Yep. Now he looks like he came back from that Randy Orton, AJ Styles regiment. Them boys are jacked to the gills, boy. AJ? That's where did abs come from? You ain't never had abs like that, AJ.
AJ's
You
is in
put
the
him, bro.
best shape of his life.
Ridiculous. Almost damn near 50. Hey, you know what that tells me? I got time. I got time.
Bro, it tells me whatever they got going on in the Fed,
It's working.
it makes that MJF when he gets the pimply back and he's like this when he's
Why
gets
you
the
gotta
pay
say
per
it
view.
like that? Why you gotta say it like that?
Because
Am I
because
gonna say that?
yeah,
Am I gonna
because
say
we're all
that?
gonna pretend it doesn't blow up for a month before the big pay per view match, and then after that he wears suits all the time and he appears on TV in clothing and he pretends to act like he's Nick Bockwinkel. But sure,
But we love AEW over here. I just want to let you know that. We are huge fans of the product. Yay, AEW. That was sarcasm. I got another video for you.
Okay.
This one is part of, I think Deadlock was probably a big ECW fan because they kind of did like a 13-minute promo video where it's just mad promos in a row. And then ECW, not the ECW style where it's doing the zoom, but it's like a sizzle reel, like a sizzle reel.
But it wasn't the shotgun style of like
no, where it's like constantly zooming in and turning
with the music playing in the background.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like that. This one is just they're cutting a promo, but this is for I think this is going to be directed towards the their opponents. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, we're in the wrong screen. There we go. Okay, so here we are.
This is a 13-minute promo?
We're not no. They're only talking
just their sections.
It says MXM, Motor City, Team Filthy. We're
What
only going to watch their section.
What's the MXM stand for?
I'm going to say it's Mason X Mansoor.
Oh.
Because the X now in modern internet and hip hop and even other places, the X is and. So it'd be like Vern X Frank.
Oh.
Yeah, like Vern and Frank. So I'm guessing the X is their and.
Okay. I can appreciate that then. If it's something that's modern, like youthful in terms of like, that's awesome then.
Something that kids can relate to.
Yes, then way to use youth culture to your advantage. Shout out to them.
That's just me guessing, but that's the first thing I can think of because what's the X for?
Okay.
You want to keep it near MMM because that's the last thing you did on TV, but you're making it your own now. Kind of like how he took Mace and he took his old gimmick name of Joe Madden when he was doing commentary, and he called himself Mason Madden. So he did commentary for like I think a month, and he said it in one of the streams.
Yeah,
he was like, it was like a happy accident. I wasn't even supposed to do that. They just had me down. They needed somebody to do commentary or something, so he filled in, and they're like, "Damn, he actually did a good job." And then they put him on Raw. I was like, "Wait, what? This guy's in NXT wrestling. What's he doing on Raw?" I think they were about to Byron Saxton him if that's what they're going to try.
Interesting.
Because he can articulate. He's college educated. He went to North Carolina, played football. He speaks very well. So, all right, let's play this promo. Are you ready?
Hit it.
And here we go.
Wrestling. So this is where the big boys play. Look at the verb, big. And this is a very, very big deal, not just for DPW, but for MXM. We have wanted to be a part of this movement since day one, and we are finally here. And now January 20th, we get our debut. West Coast Wrecking Crew, you want to call us models? Well, that's fine. Because January 20th, we are going to catwalk all over your face and look damn good doing it.
You see, the reason why we came back on 81 days instead of 90 days is because MXM, we don't follow the rules.
Deadlock Pro.
Yo, that hit, I got to unmute you, no? Or you got to mute yourself. That hit better than the in-ring, no? You got to unmute your mic whenever you get a chance.
1,000%. 1,000% better.
Look at the verb, big. Yes, Mansoor. Yes. A man after my heart. You know, I love me a Kevin Nash dig every now and then, bro. Yo, I love that. I saw you pop. I was like, he got it. I was like, he got it.
Oh, the second he said it, I was like, really? That's what you're going to do to start this promo off for real? That's the energy you're bringing to the promo?
And I love Mason. We don't follow the rules. Not an exit. Oh yeah, that's it. It's all we needed. It was great.
It's the comical in a way that it's not So over the top.
It's not, look at me, chuckle, 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 get the squirt water or whatever out the flower, clown kind of mentality, right? So overall, what did you think? My nose is
I
running.
like the second so much better. I did the first part, again, I had my issues with it because I think that some of it was a little over the top, a little much. I think they tried a little hard to bring the energy.
Yeah,
but
that's
then
what they're
again,
trying to do.
But then again, you're right. Get caught up in the moment. I get it. I understand it.
Yeah.
But I loved the second part. The second part was personality, and it's what I wanted to see.
Let me ask you one more question before we move on.
Shoot.
Could you have seen that on Mondays or Fridays?
Yes.
Or even Tuesdays?
100%.
Why are those guys not there, bro? So, do you think,
for you,
follow-up question, it seems like they're going to go all in together. It doesn't seem like they're going to be like, oh, no, I'm just going to take my own dates and we're going to do it. I don't think they're like, no. Last time people saw us on TV, we were together. We're going to run with this together to try and maximize our bookings. Does MXM make it back to the WWE?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that if history tells us anything, if your show that you have the ability to go somewhere else and make a name for yourself, go learn a new hold, they'll bring you back.
Okay, so
Come
you
on,
think
man.
they learn a new hold?
CM Punk. We learned the world with CM Punk is back. Anything is possible.
Right. So that's kind of a silly question. Of course, the answer is
in the
yes,
words
then, right?
of who was it? Of Kevin Garnett. Anything is possible.
For real. Okay, all right. I'm with you, Dad. I mean, I'd love to see them back, and I'd love to see them get a fair shake.
Yes,
because I mean, I get why Triple H released them. He wasn't their guys. It wasn't their guy. He wasn't this guy. Vince, they'd still be there if Vince was running it. They'd still be there. They'd probably be on their
which is interesting, right? Like that's not his. Well, it's no. You like you said, they just weren't brought in the right way. They unfortunately they got tainted in a way that Triple H couldn't see them recover.
Snake bitten from the jump, right? He said, "Oh no, we're already making fun of these guys, and we haven't had a chance to even make them seem serious at any point. How are we supposed to make them take them seriously?" So, I mean, I get it, but yeah, it sucks. But I hope they do get a fair shake eventually.
Oh, I just realized that when I mute myself on you, I'm not muting the Audacity. So it's definitely on Audacity. You have moments where you have me clearing my throat and coughing. And I'm thinking that I'm muting myself here so you don't hear me on the cast, but just so I'm sorry, you're gonna have to edit that out.
I'm not taking any of that stuff out. Do you remember me? I wish I had a bag. When I be doing this, bro, grabbing a bag of something. That hurt, didn't it? That was that for ASMR earlier when you revealed your gift. Dude, like whatever. We'll leave it in. No big deal.
Anyway.
All right, we on the next one. Hey, Mace, I'm gonna call him Mace still. Mason, Madden, and Mansoor. Do y'all thing on the indies. I hope y'all come up to Northeast. I'll come and see a show. I'll come and see a show if they come work in the Northeast. Shay inquired.
I'll buy a ticket.
Shay inquired for NRG. 3 zeros with a 1 in front.
Yo,
for just Mace.
What? 14 hundo?
No. 4 zeros is what I meant. I mean, 4 figures, 3 zeros, $1,000.
Oh,
a stack.
Just for him?
For just Mason. So if you want the models, you got to come up with 2. I'm sure. Wow. And trans, because he had to do his trans. Wow. He said he got family up in Boston, so you wouldn't have to put him up in a hotel. So,
the discount, the good brother discount,
brother. You know what it would have been, brother. I got a house for you to stay at. Don't worry about it. We're gonna have somebody pick you up at the airport and get you right to the building, and right after, we'll have a nice little place for you to stay at, and then you can leave in the morning. How's that sound? Some dirty worker who's been trying to get onto the building and the shows forever picks him up in a 96 Accord to bring him to his mom's apartment. Talking about, yeah, you're gonna stay in here with me tonight. You want to play 2K today? Like, yo,
I got a lot of wrestling DVDs, bro.
I got a lot of wrestling DVDs. Can I just pick your brain? All right. So that was a fun start, I believe. We're already 50 minutes in.
Pitched. Yeah.
50 minutes in. Wow. Let's move on to something serious. Charlotte Flair, Vern. Charlotte Flair.
Unfortunate,
in this
man.
match. This was a SmackDown, right? It was tribute
Yes,
to the
sir.
troops.
Tribute to the troops, and it wasn't even on TV. This part. That's the craziest thing.
Then the crazy thing is, I feel like tribute to the troops is like we're gonna phone in tonight. We're gonna take it easy. Normally, tribute to the troops. You watch all the other tribute to the troops. The baby faces always go over. The guys run spots. It's almost they treat it like a house show.
Very traditional show. It's a very traditional, classic kind of wrestling show.
They treat it like a house show. All the baby faces go over because they're there to just make the troops happy. It's not like they're there to push storylines.
It's a morale tour. It's a morale show. It's a show just to boost morale.
Now they're starting to come over here in the States. And I think now the last few times they've done it, they started to kind of incorporate storylines into it.
Yeah, no, this one, like,
show.
I think it was like the servicemen and women were able to receive free tickets for them and their families or something like that.
Yeah, and they put them in the front. They put them right on the front, opposite of hard cam. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was cool. It was a cool visual. I liked it. But it was just another SmackDown. It was treated like another SmackDown. It wasn't like, hey, this is tribute to the troops. And I feel my nose building with saliva. Do you not hear my voice?
Yeah, I've been hearing it the whole time.
Now?
Yeah. You've had the whole time, brother.
Hold on, you ready? That was not cocaine. Oh my God. Okay. Where was I? So yes, Charlotte took a nasty injury. A lot of people were speculating when it happened, and I believe on this shot right here for the audio listener, I have it where it's a fan cam. Asuka was trying to ascend the top. I think she was trying to do something where she was trying to get up there quickly.
Yep, trying to one out like the run up.
Yeah, and I think Charlotte lost her balance, if I'm not mistaken. And they both tumbled awkwardly. Asuka kind of fell back. I wish I could show you how to clip, but WWE will come first. Asuka fell back, and Charlotte fell, but she fell like falling. I think she tried to bump. She tried to naturally turn and bump because, you know, if I'm going to fall and I'm a trained professional, I'm going to try and fall the way where I get hurt the least. So she turned, and when she turned, her leg like clips that top rope. And we all know the WWE, the WWF ropes are ropes, not electrical cable with elevator cable with
garden hose wrapped around
with heater hose wrapped around it. It's not that with some electrical tape around. That's where I got electrical. It's rope. So I'm sure that thing whipped her leg over like crazy. She wound up tearing 2 major ligaments and her meniscus, if I'm not mistaken.
Something
her
like
ACL and her MCL and her meniscus.
She's out for 9 months. No matter what, she's out for 9 months.
That's the ACL. The MCL will heal. They're going to attach it. The MCL will take about maybe 3 to 4 months, if I'm not mistaken. Big up me, I don't know. You would think I'm a sports doctor, but I watch sports so much. If I hear somebody tears the ACL, I'm like, well, they're done for the year. They won't be able to do anything for 9 to 10 months, just because what I know from what I've seen of people getting hurt. So if they say she's out for 9 months, that's the ACL. That's the same injury Nikita Lyons had. I feel like somebody else recently had an ACL injury on the main roster. It's not hitting me right now. Complete blank. But I feel like somebody on the main roster had an ACL injury recently. Maybe not this year, but like maybe a year or two before. I just can't remember.
Is that what Bailey had?
I think so. Bailey and then Seth before her. I think Seth popped his LCL, his lateral ligament.
Okay,
which is on the inside of the knee.
That's what Bailey had when she did that one thing with her leg and she messed up her knee and she was donezo.
So I can relate to how Charlotte feels right now. So I'm just going to give you an example. Remember that same match? Oh, we were talking off air. We were watching that fantastic trios match, right?
Sure.
And I was telling you about some spot in the match. In that same match that I was telling you about, the 8-man tag we did, all I had to do was take a shoulder tackle from another big man, and I wasn't bumping. I was going to just powder through the middle backwards. So take my shoulder, stumble backwards, go through the middle rope, and I was the last guy to get taken out by this big guy. The big guy was wiping out the whole team, one by one by one. Then it was me last. I missed the line, turn around, eat the shoulder, like King Hippo in Punch Out, where I stumble backwards and I fall out through the middle of the ring, through the middle of the ropes, right? I get to the ground, and if this is my knee, this part of my knee is on fire. And when I hit the ground, I'm like, what the hell happened? I try to get up, and my knee is like, nah, bro, sit down. I'm like, this is an elimination match. We just started, and I'm in the finish. I was like, we gotta go. So I start doing this deal. You know, you start pumping your knee, to get the range of motion going. I start doing that. I go through the match. I had no idea what happened. They were recording the match. So we got the recording. We saw the video. I took the shoulder as I was going out. If these are the ropes, I went through my left leg because I went out. I hooked this way and went outward. For this way for people is I hooked to my right arm and went outward. So my left leg was up in the air like this. This is the top rope and the middle rope. As I was coming out, this leg, sideways view, gets caught. I'm trying to like do it for you. I'm flipping you the bird. This leg gets caught on the rope between the top and the middle. And my leg shoots out that way. That's where the pain by my knee was on fire. Because it just went boom. And that was the elevator cable heater hose ring. I think if it was ropes with that real rebound, I probably would have tore something. Which is why I can relate to what happened to Charlotte.
Sure.
Because if her leg just got thrown around, all it takes is a bit of hyperextension to make that ACL, that MCL go, nope, see ya. I'll see you in 9 months. I'm done, right? So, unfortunate injury. What are your thoughts on it, big man?
Man, it's unfortunate because I thought we could have had it. We could have been seeing a possible Jade Charlotte. So in terms of storyline, it sidelines some things, it pushes some things aside. But yesterday, it was reported that Charlotte just signed the biggest female contract in the history of WWE.
How's that? That's got to be stuff like that has to be public now. I'm about to say, how's that public? I was like, wait, it's TKO, of course.
Publicly traded company.
Yeah.
So she's apparently signed the highest money contract for a female ever. Is her right now.
Is she the biggest female draw right now? I think she's gotten to a point where she's almost like her dad, right?
Yeah, she's ascended. I'm like, she's weirdly ascended to like this next level of like, she has reached she is in the upper echelon of pro wrestlers.
Correct. And male or female. I'm not even trying to be like, oh, just female. Yeah. No, male or female. Like she's the queen.
She's in a class. Yeah, she is like in a class of elite workers.
Right. Because think of the 4 horsewomen, right? Her 4 horsewomen. It was her, it was Sasha, Bailey, Becky. She had the least experience out of all of them. And look at her. Molded by the system, brought up by the system, daughter of a worker, son of a daughter.
Yeah.
To make that happen sounds crazy to even make that happen. But daughter of a famed pro wrestler, of one of the greats, right? So she caught on quickly, which is not guaranteed because we saw David. It was David, right? Not Reed. Reed's the one who unfortunately passed away.
Yeah,
Reed was one of the better ones.
Reed was in a few pro wrestling matches, but I'm not even sure if I've seen them before.
He was the one that was going to go to the tryout, and then he passed away, right? That's the one who Charlotte was like, I'm going to come with him, and I'm going to go anyway now. Mm-hmm. Okay, but David's the one we saw get thrown to the wolves on TV.
Yes,
he had no business being in there.
Nope.
Yeah. All I can think of now when I think of David Flair are those rosy cheeks.
Yeah.
Right? All is the rosacea on the triangle here.
Yeah.
That's all I can think of whenever I think of David Flair.
Random. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So random you thought about that. Yeah.
Because I said David Flair, so I'm thinking in my head, yep, look at, oh my God. Yep. The rosacea, brother. Look. Now I gotta show you. That's that rosacea. Does he not look like Dusty's kid here?
Weirdly, right?
I never put that together until I seen him. I've never seen.
He looks better with the beard, though. He looks better with the beard now.
Where do you see a beard here?
Yeah, he looks like his face looks better with a beard on it than it does without.
Unfortunately, he had no business being in that ring.
No,
this is him here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he kind of looks like Conrad Thompson.
He gained a lot of weight though.
Yeah, hey, he's happy. That's all I can say. He's happy. They had him with Crowbar and Daphne. Oh my God.
Yep.
That was Russo's fault, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Okay.
Blame Russo.
So yeah, go ahead. We started talking. I think I interrupted you with the Flair.
No, I was just saying that's it. I just think it's a shame because there's a lot of matches, but hey, man, it gives us hope for the future that there's going to be, when she comes back, there's a lot of exciting things that are possibilities. So Get well soon. Get well soon. And maybe when she comes back, maybe Andrade will be up. Maybe his contract will be up too, and we'll see him back in the Federer.
So she's not 9 months.
Mhm.
She gets hurt in December. She's not back till next September. Unless she's a freak athlete, but it said ACL, MCL, and meniscus.
Yeah,
No doctor would allow you to be like, yo, you can come back in 6 months. No doctor would.
correct. But I think too, with the way TKO is now, etc. Like, do you see the
They
way
get
people
time.
are getting time off TV?
Yeah.
They just sent Gunther home. Gunther on Monday was like, "All right, Imperium, I'm going home. You guys are here for 2 weeks." They've given him 2 weeks off to go home for the holidays.
Well, it's the holidays.
But that's what I mean.
And Vince doesn't run the company anymore.
Like, it really is a different company now.
It
like,
is.
It's just a different place. How many people are like, they get time off now? You ask
How
time
many
off?
people are noticing that? I think they're recording Raw for next week, this week, right? Or is it just a recap?
Raw's
show?
already done. No, Raw's already recorded.
Raw's already recorded, so they have Christmas off, actual Christmas off.
Yeah. Oh no, Triple H announced they were going to get Christmas off.
Vince, you'd be working on Christmas. Where's Stone Cold? We need him to stun Santa. Somebody's got to stun Santa tonight. What do you mean you're not working on Christmas? It's not Christmas. It's Monday. It's Monday. What are you talking about? It's not Christmas. It's another Monday for Raw. That was Vince.
Different environment, man. It truly is a different beast now.
That's a good thing. In honesty, that's a good thing to see because I'm sure, yes, everybody's home. Who's really watching Raw on Christmas besides the diehards? Right? Maybe now and again you'll get the kids that are at 8 o'clock at night. Nah, go to bed. Santa's waiting for you. Right? They're not watching it.
Yeah, because Christmas Day is the 25th this year.
Oh, it's Christmas Day, not Christmas Eve. I'm sorry, Christmas Day. Christmas Day. That's fine. Okay, so my argument there doesn't work. But even still,
who wants to work on Christmas Day though? Who wants to work?
Right? Listen,
not really, because I'm thinking about it. Don't you go? No, it's Thanksgiving. You go to the movies. Thanksgiving, you go to the movies. Christmas Day, you do nothing.
My occupation. Yeah, I'm in the sales part of my occupation. Yeah. Operation side, the parts that have the retail stores and they're open. They open on Thanksgiving Day.
Wow.
From 9 to 3. I'm in the business of auto parts.
Wow.
What are we doing open from 9 to 3 on Thanksgiving Day? You know how many of the employees were tight? They're like, I got to sit here and try and schedule people for Thanksgiving. Everybody's traveling. They announced it in like October. Hey, by the way, next month, you need to schedule people. Huh? We need to work on Thanksgiving? Nah. Me, if I was any manager, fire me. I'm closing the store on Thanksgiving. I'm not working. Because guess where the people who made those decisions are?
At home.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're at home while you guys are the front line. You guys are the trenches. You mean the most of the company. Work on Thanksgiving, buddy. I'm going to be at home. Like, yo, what? Hell nah. Hell nah. So shout out to them for being like, yo, y'all ain't working on Christmas. Y'all got that actual day off.
Yeah, I think they get 3 days off this year, 3 days in a row.
So hold on. Let me just SmackDown's not live, right? They're not gonna do SmackDown on Friday.
No, they've both been recorded.
Dude, they've been off. Unless there's house shows at this time.
I think there's still house
Maybe
shows.
today. Today is Thursday, December 21st, for the people who are listening and watching. They probably have house shows today. We can look that up. WWE events, right? Live events result. No, I don't want results. No, they're done. They're done.
Oh, okay. Wow.
They're done already. Look, let me pop this on the screen. Look at the next event. This is how you know they don't have these dudes are on the way home. December 26th at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. CM Punk's return match.
Right. So December 26th is that it doesn't show any other dates. This is every date. This is every date. You see it? This is A show, not A show, B show, but you know, A town, B town. A town is obviously New York. B town's Baltimore. A town's Boston. Ooh, I don't know about that. That's Boston and Detroit. Jesus. I guess they both the A towns on that one, right? Then they head to Canada. One side goes to Canada. I guess the guys in the Northeast are going to go to Canada. And then the other guys are going south. Yeah. Then they all meet together for the Rumble. So, dude, I'm telling you, they've been had those days off. Shout out to them. So when did they tape last week's Raw? I mean, next week's Raw.
I think it's after Raw.
They did it back to back like an AEW. So like you got 6 hours of Raw. Oof. Why wouldn't you just film on like a Tuesday?
I'll be honest with you. I'm pretty sure because I'm trying to think of like I heard someone talking about the results. They didn't give them, but like but the results already done. I'm pretty sure it was back-to-back tapings.
So day one is January. We're gonna talk about that. Raw day one is January 1st, right? Why don't they just give you a recap show on the 25th? Or use those, we didn't talk about that yet. Or use those what was those matches? The pre-show matches they call them now? The dark matches before the shows. They got a name for them now. And they plastered a graphic on it and everything.
What?
Oh, Vern. You call yourself a wrestling fan.
I guess. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't pay attention. I was like, graphics? What are you talking about?
Nope. Bear with me, sir. Come on. Now I can't find it. Now that I'm talking about it. It was under 5 minutes. WWE pre-show matches. Oh my God. Of course, now I can't find it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'll find it. Eventually, and it's just going to be, it's going to have to be on text. I can't find it now, of course. I forgot what they're calling it. It's like speed or fat. It's some name that has to do with velocity, not velocity.
Like a fast break or something?
It's something like that. And it's like WWE something. And they're 5-minute matches. They run 2 5-minute matches before the show starts. Kind of like the dark matches. But they gave it I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging. All right. Good on Charlotte. Charlotte get well soon.
Get well soon.
Good. This is embarrassingly all you, Vern, right here.
Yeah.
Impact. So
man.
I've reached my contract. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Thank you. Confession time. Confession is good for the soul.
Should I do this? Should I do this? Guys, you can see my screen.
There it is. Thank you.
Let's block the couch with my, is that a hoodie? What is that? Oh, that's a blanket. All right, I'll take you out. I want to formally apologize to all the, what are we calling these guys? Pay windowers?
Something like that.
Okay, I want to formally apologize to the pay windowers, pay window people.
I think we call like the pay window universe, something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. No, not the universe, not the solar system, the galaxy.
The galaxy.
Wanted to apologize to the galaxy of all 20 subscribers because we had made a pact back in October. Right, Vern? I'm going to put you back on the screen. Right, Vern? We made a pact back in October that we were going to do what we did last year and watch Bound for Glory and then watch all the impacts for about 12 weeks until we couldn't take it anymore. Vern is now an avid watcher of Impact.
I think avid's strong words.
Strong?
Feels a little strong. Coming in kind of hot.
Vern is a watcher of Impact Wrestling. That might be better. Just take the whole adjective away.
I think voyeur. I feel like I'm a voyeur.
Oh, you kind of like watch from afar, kind of.
Yeah, I'm kind of like
you're a fly on the wall.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Vern flies on the wall. Impact, I guess, if that's how you would say that.
It's better. Yeah.
And I don't watch it at all. The first 4 weeks I watched, the first 2 weeks were nonsense. It was recaps. And I was like, what? Then the last 2 weeks barely moved the narrative. And then they had a pay-per-view or something. And the pay-per-view felt like it was nothing. It was worth nothing. So can you please tell me what happened this last month? Because Vern, I did not see a lick of it. Tell me what you liked. Tell me what you didn't like.
Okay, sure. I can give it to you in a handful of words.
Sure.
As I say often, Impact is a lot coming at you at once. A lot coming at you. A lot of wrestling. It's a lot of
How so?
Oh my gosh, your boys, ABC.
Why are they my boys?
Because you daggone
baby.
Yeah, whatever when you explained to me that finish or whatever the heck it was, and I was just like, when you're
that finish was god awful. Wait, you go to the website, it says TNA Wrestling.
Yeah, it's back to TNA, remember?
Not yet. January.
It's back to TNA Wrestling.
Does it say TNA Wrestling when you watch Impact on Thursday nights?
I want to say not yet. No. It's
January 13th.
It's TNA Wrestling. Whatever.
Sir, it's Impact. Continue.
Anyway, they still Impact takes a lot of swings Impact tries a lot of stuff. It does things that you're not expecting. It uses people in ways you don't expect them. It uses blood in ways that are unconventional. It uses betrayal, storytelling in just ways that don't fit normalcy of wrestling, that truly is their own lane. AEW, excuse me, TNA is
You
like
keep talking about AEW, yeah.
TNA is like the most boring buffet you've ever went to. They have tons of stuff that you've never tried before.
But it's like vegetables.
Yeah.
It's like a vegetarian buffet.
It all just tastes, and it all tastes the same.
Where's the meat?
And even if they had meat, it would be like chicken fingers, chopped up chicken fingers in sauce, chicken fingers under cheese, like things like that you're just kind of like, all right, I'm kind of getting the taste that we're eating chicken fingers,
bro.
Yeah, like it's I feel like it's akin to those donut places that are all in Boston. Remember them donut places that charge like $9 a donut, but it's
There's
literally
a
just
place like that now.
the one same donut.
Yeah,
That they dress it up, quote unquote, and they charge you $17 for it. It's like it's just a cake donut. It doesn't taste any different than any other donut.
Have you heard of Crumble?
Yes.
Oh, I love that place, but it's the same idea. They have like a menu for the day, and it's like, buy my expensive cookies. They're delicious. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely delicious.
They're tasty.
Yeah, but
sometimes almost too much. But
right,
you're just paying for the same cookie covered in different crap,
in different frostings. Yes, of course.
That is
still a regular sugar cookie.
That is TNA. TNA wrestling is a sugar cookie that you can get covered in whatever crap you want, and literally because Jordynne Grace is having a heck of a push
now again.
Yeah, Jordynne Grace is getting a push again.
Does she lose to Naomi in January?
I don't. You know what? I don't even know where they're going. That's I was just gonna tell you, like, I was gonna give my prediction, but then I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care. Yes, I'm not gonna give you a prediction because I don't care. But
it's comedy. I love it.
Like Alexander. Josh.
I love Josh Alexander. He's Josh is one of the bright points in Impact or TNA.
Josh is the gatekeeper. He's the gatekeeper, right?
Yeah, he's the ace. He's the one. You want to be a top guy in TNA, you got to work Josh, no?
Yes, but that's just it. He's just a guy you're going to work and have a good match. And you're going to put on you have to put on a minimum 25-minute banger with him.
He can go.
I know, but like,
but is that it? Is that there's no substance behind the wrestling?
I guess I can't think of a single promo he did that wasn't that hokey crap he did with his wife where we're going to make fun of him for it. Like, even since then, he's cut promos.
Can I tell you one? You know you can't trust that bully, no. you can't trust that bully, right?
Hey man,
yo, they did it for weeks. He's like, how many times am I gonna hear people tell me?
Gosh.
So after that, even still, like he
just has no personality. He can wrestle, he can go, but he has no, like, I've read comparisons of him being peak Kurt Angle work rate. Right now, he's like peak Perk Angle.
I'm not. Listen, you buried that word day one. I'm not using that word. Day one, you buried work rate. I'm not using that word.
Oh, but that whole idea though of like this guy who has that same attack the mat and he's going, he's a machine.
Go.
There's nothing he can't do.
Yeah, he's the walking weapon. I love that nickname too.
Sure, but it's on.
But that's it. But that's it.
Impact.
Yeah. So it's like LeBron James playing high school basketball as a grown man.
Except he's playing it in the middle of somewhere in Arkansas.
Oh, it's like Wyoming or North Dakota hoops, and he's like the best player in North Dakota.
There we go. He's the best player in all of North Dakota.
Yeah. Until North Dakota goes to play Cali, and then Cali beats the brakes off of them.
Correct. And not even that. When you show up to North Dakota, there's 5 guys on the team that look like me in the shape I'm in right now. We're the starting 4.
Yeah.
And you're like, what?
And then it's Josh Alexander.
And it's Josh Alexander. And you're like, oh, okay. So
I'm with you.
What? Yes, that's Impact. Impact has bright moments, but overall, it's just too much of it's laborious to get through. And you have it. That's when you were like, should I watch it? I said, no, read the spoilers and move on.
I'm not even going to read the spoilers. You're enough.
It's not. There's nothing storyline wise that has caught me where I was like, yo, I really want to like get to like what's happening next. Because the bully storyline, Tommy Dreamer needs to get off my television.
I said that last year. I said Tommy Dreamer needs to get off my television last year, Vern. And he's still here 365 days later.
Tommy is still here.
No thanks.
Oh,
no thanks.
Oh, Lord.
No thanks.
Anyway.
Okay,
So,
okay.
yeah,
let me just ask about some certain
Yeah.
people. Deanna Purrazzo, my bae.
Oh, Lord.
Floundering?
She's doing something. Yeah, she's
Floundering?
floundering post. She was a setup for Trinity. After Trinity set her up, she's doing something with Giselle Shaw right now. They're like messing with the tag titles again.
Well, if you work with Giselle Shaw, then that's because you know.
You know what it feels like in TNA? You either work for the main belt, and once you get off the main belt, you're just thrust back in and work for the tag belts.
You're just meandering.
No,
you go to the tag belt? Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Deanna's working for the tag belts now. Like
again.
Yeah.
Because she was with Chelsea Green before Chelsea Green left last year.
Yep.
See, like I know those stories because I actually I was watching. I was struggling through those weeks, and I was trying my best to give it like it's all. But for what? For what?
Nah,
the payoff
man.
never pays off.
Bro, Joe Hendry, Moose, even Moose. Moose has gotten boring. God.
Yeah.
Oh, when Moose gets on the screen, I'm just like, because Moose is another one who they cut. Moose is a good promo.
Moose is a good promo.
But Moose is another one that it feels like, all right, I'm going to turn on intensity. Click. And he has that like that kind of like lispy or whatever, that like speech thing of his.
No, well,
like,
he does have a lisp. He does have a lisp. He definitely has a lisp.
Okay.
Baby.
And I feel like when he's forcing himself into the mood. Here.
Yes. Yeah, I think
I swear you can hear that lisp come out heavy when he's like, I'm gonna get into it and I'm gonna get angry and I'm gonna talk.
I'm gonna start to get angry. And if I get angry in this bit, see, I got the curse without cursing. That's insane.
Yeah.
I just saw something wild. I'm on their website. I wanted to bring this up to you before we continue on about TNA. Bro, Knockouts Ultimate X? Knockouts?
Yes. Again, like I just said to you when I started, I said to you, Frank, they're taking big swings. This is one of the big swings. They're trying all sorts of crazy stuff on their television.
So, would you accept it if they continued that push of craziness on their show to be different? Because how else are they going to be different?
Okay. You're wrong because you just said continue. How?
What do you mean? Aren't they crazy right now?
They've had people die on their TV. You can't continue something you've already been doing for so many years.
You're right. Okay, forget it.
We're talking promotion that who got stabbed on their TV? Wasn't Abaddon or somebody?
PCO got buried and came back too.
And he came back with the stupid hand.
With the dirt in his mouth. It's the dumbest thing. I was so bad. I was so angry when it happened, but now I think about it, that has to be some of the dumbest stuff I've seen on television. My man, that was shoot dirt. That wasn't working dirt, Vern. That was shoot dirt this man put in his mouth. Just so he can go, and then come out of his mouth to show that he was buried still. And he came out in his dirty gear.
Oh, but I'm telling you, man, like that's where I'm at with TNA. Like TNA is just at this point, you're just like, what is it? Get to the next thing. What is it?
Why are you doing this to me?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm
and
crying.
all the guy like Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
Non-existent.
Non-existent. Last time I saw Joe Hendry was when they were in the UK. And he won that match.
I was going to tell you, last time I saw Joe Hendry was at the pay-per-view match that he had that match with Grado. Yeah, outside of that, he's had an ongoing.
No, not Grado, the bald dude. The bald dude. What Culture? The guy from What Culture?
Oh, you're right.
Simon. The bald guy in great shape. We were talking
Simon
about
Gotch. No, Simon Miller. Excuse me, Simon Miller.
Simon Miller. Thank you.
Simon Gotch.
Simon Gotch is Vaudevillains.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything else? Anything else on Impact?
That's what I'm like trying to scour my brain. What was the other angle I wanted to tell you about?
What's the major storyline? And it doesn't have to be to you, not the world title. What's the major storyline to you on Impact?
I think
it should be like, yo, this is what you have to watch if you're gonna watch Impact.
Oh,
you're gonna say nothing, but come on, just be a little subjective.
Oh,
like Jordan, is it Jordan Grace?
See, that's it. I was going to say it depends. If you're into the women's stuff, then maybe follow the Jordan Gray. But you know what? They had this. I can't even say that they had this awkward exchange the other day on like a promo
Who? Jordan and Trinity?
Yeah, her and
Neither one of
Jordan-
them are a strong promo though. So
Oh, and it was horrible.
yeah, they're not.
Horrible.
Trinity sometimes forgets she's in a promo and just starts talking.
Oh, and Jordan had like catchphrases that she was using, but it was that Rocky thing where he's talking in the movie and then out of nowhere he just starts giving you an insightful speech after you asked him how do you like your eggs?
Yeah. So
and he tells you
the dog, by the dog to fight, or so whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, he size the dog in the fight, and can I get that with sauerkraut? And you're like, what? What? Why did you talk about what?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I just asked you which one of your hot dogs, sir. What are you going on about? So that's what this is. What to watch? If I'm telling you, your impact.
There's got to be one thing, because last year I was like, "Yo, it's Joe Hendry." Like he's the one. Besides, I like the Mickey storyline until they screwed it, and I was like, "Oh, screw this." I like Hendry.
See, and this is the problem with TNA because it doesn't stick to me.
Yeah,
it doesn't stick.
Are you searching for it now? I'm looking at your glasses.
Yeah, of course. I'm at the search because I'm like, it doesn't stick. I'm gonna have to go back and just rewatch the.
Because last year there were a few things like we were watching.
I can remember it.
We got to watch the whole bully Josh Alexander storyline, and we were burying it, but it was okay for what Impact could do. It was okay when they led to their. What's the name of it in TNA? Full Metal Mayhem, the TLC match. When they kicked off the pay-per-view.
Yes.
Sure.
There was one that I think you would have enjoyed. That you're talking about that. Your boy, what's his face? Dango and Bravo took on Decker and Dreamer.
Okay, you're trolling. You're trolling.
It was the other day. It was on Impact. They played this match, and I watched this match, and I was like, what am I watching right now? It was a hidden gem. They said it was one of the hidden gems, and I had the same thought. I was like,
as a pay-per-view they did.
Yeah, yes.
Wait. So that pay-per-view was just like, yo, the matches you've never seen.
They just on the 14th, the 14th of December, right? They ran the show. Yeah, and the show
so they didn't even do Impact?
No, they had hidden gems. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was like. That's what I'm telling you, bro. There is no major storyline right now. Everything's
Why are they on TV? Why are they on TV?
Because they're replaying stuff. And the new Impact, don't they have a new service? Oh, that's the big news from Impact. They just got a new streaming service.
It's not Impact Plus, right? They got to change the name, right? What are they gonna call it? TNA More?
They're on a whole new platform, Everspace or something. I don't know. I feel like I made it up. Why do I have that name in my mind? They're on some different platform. They're on some different platform though. That was like their big thing. They've moved on to some bigger platform.
It's called TNA Plus.
Okay, so yeah, that's the big
TNA Wrestling. Because Alexander, hidden gems. They literally took their entire week. Yo, to be honest, all right, Vern. I think Hard to Kill technically was the last show we need to watch, and that's the 12 weeks. Are you going to continue to watch after? Because I know you don't watch AEW anymore. You're done.
No,
I'm gonna probably breach my contract again, but I'm gonna try to see how Impact is in the first 3 weeks, or TNA is the first 3 weeks. If it's the same, that means they did nothing during the holidays to write impelling stories. Because if they're doing this, Vern, if they're doing this where they're phoning it in on episodes before the year's over, what are you doing right now? You should be getting.
They've been doing tapings. Ready. They've been doing tapings because the whatchamacallit, the spoilers are always on. I'm always bringing spoilers everywhere.
Okay, that's fine. What stories are y'all gonna come up with? Because literally, y'all ended y'all year in October. October was the end of the year. Those tapings you're talking about, you're probably watching them when they're not hidden gems or recap shows. Those are probably the tapings you're watching. So who's coming up with ideas right now for TNA today? You feel what I'm saying? Because are they going to have a regular show today? Is it going to be a regular Impact episode of Impact on Thursday night?
I don't know. Latest edition was a wall-to-wall hidden gems. 48 Impact. Yeah, Hijo David Kingo fought Trey Miguel and Los Vipers.
This week emanates from Mexico.
Yep.
So they were in Mexico. I'm looking at it on Plus. And to be honest, TNA Plus, Why would you watch their television? Because you could just get it here with no commercials. I just sound like I'm pitching this. Are we getting TNA Plus, Vern?
No, we are not. You can get TNA Plus. I am not spending a penny on TNA Plus.
I can't go back any further. Me spend on Impact Plus. You must be out your rabid mind. But no, this is also showing. Oh my God, it's the heel Dixie era.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. So you know how to lap. Remember how I said we're gonna have Laps fan inspired episodes as we move on to the next year.
Sure.
Should we have a Dixie era, the heel Dixie era, where I force you to watch 2014 Impact Wrestling and the storyline of Bully Ray finally wanting to put her through the table? Remember I showed you that part, but you didn't see all the stuff before.
Oh God!
All the stuff that made Dixie the heel you wanted to be.
Oh, if it's as bad as JP and this guy made it sound, then
we have to, Vern. We have to. It'll be our TNH. We can call it TND.
I guess.
Total nonstop Dixie, baby. And we would just cover everything that Dixie does. But anyway, anything else on TNA before we get the hell on out of here? Let's leave the TNA stop as fast as possible.
No.
You good?
Catch them on Access TV. Subscribe on Fight
TNA Plus
or whatever. Somebody watches them. If a tree falls in wood, no one's around, doesn't make a sound. Who knows?
If a wrestler bumps in an Impact Wrestling ring on TV, did they hear it? Did we see it? Did it happen?
Ratings haven't changed. Their ratings haven't changed.
So I'm going to call this.
So.
I'm going to call this part of the episode, like this segment. We just did Impact, and now we're about to do your next favorite promotion. I'm going to call this this is like the Vern segment. This is the part where Vern kind of just goes, we got to power through this stuff. Let's power through this stuff as fast as possible. So with all that being said, Vern, AEW's World's End.
Yeah, you got to tell me about this because I know zero about this. I don't pay attention to any of this.
Coming from the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Long Island, New York, Saturday, December 30th. It's in Uniondale. I think the last time they were in Uniondale, MJF was the headline as well, wasn't he?
I believe so.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. So whoa, hold on. Wow, Vern. No other matches were added from tonight for the pay-per-view.
Oh, no.
So we only have 3 winners to talk about. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Can you do me a favor while I keep talking about this? Can you find, not on Wikipedia, the Continental Classic standings? Please? Okay? Just do that for me, please. What we were talking about off air is literally this man wanted to make the G1 climax. How does New Japan feel about that?
They totally got to be fine with it. They're working with him, no? I got him right here. What do you want to know?
Who is the leader of the Blue League?
Let's see. The Continental Fantastic Gold finalists will be decided on tonight's AEW Holiday Bash. The 2 points in the Gold League, blah, blah, blah. John Moxley is 12. Swerve has 9. Mark
That's the gold.
0.
That's the gold. That's the Gold League.
Roderick.
So the Blue League is El Idolo, Danielson, Brody King, Eddie Kingston, Claudio Castagnoli, and Daniel Garcia. So who's in the lead of that league? Who's got the most points?
No, they got nothing there.
Nothing on points. It's just who is in each
yeah,
one.
It's just who.
I'm looking on Wikipedia, and I just want to make sure I
got it right here. Hold on.
Okay, who's the standings leader in the
Blue League? It's a 2-way tie right now between Andrade and Danielson.
Okay. So and Eddie Kingston's at 6 points.
Yep. Eddie's gonna win the next one.
Eddie is your ROH champion and your New Japan Strong Openweight champion.
Yep.
Eddie Kingston has one more match against Andrade.
He's going to win it.
So he wins it. he gets his 9 points, and then he wins the tiebreaker because he beat Andrade, right? Is that how that works?
Probably.
Right? Because Swerve must have beat White, right?
Yes.
Swerve beat White, so that's why he's ahead of him in the standings, correct? This is so annoying, by the way, that we're talking about wrestling like this. I think this is why I never really got into the G1 climax. I would just watch the finals. I would just be like, who's in the finals?
I love pro wrestling as much as the next person, but I don't know if I like the athletic aspect of it that much that I want to watch guys just do matches for the sake of having athletic matches.
And also,
even in 1970, when the Funks were doing this in all Japan, it was all this the real tag league and stuff.
Yeah.
Even then, there was a storyline involved in the whole thing. It wasn't just
these guys are just wrestling. They're just wrestling.
But you know what,
Like
though? You know what annoys me about this is every match guarantees you're going 20. For some reason, for a match to quote unquote cook, as the young fan says today, that they're cooking.
Yeah,
you have to have a minimum of a 20-minute match, and I just don't understand why that's the case.
So I'm gonna be upset right now because they've already went back on their rules. So it's supposed to be the top 2, right? The top 2. Okay. The top 2 point leaders is their rules. Top 2 point leaders move on, face in the semis at some show, and then they're gonna face in the championship for Full Gear. Is that what it is?
Or no, whatever the name of the show. Winter is
World's
coming.
End. World's End.
World's End, excuse me.
World's End. Yeah, sure. Just start naming everything. All of them. So I just looked down. The Gold League has 3 guys at 12.
Mm-hmm.
Moxley, Swerve, Jay. Swerve beat Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Jay White, I should say. Swerve Strickland beat Jay White. Jay White beat Moxley. Moxley beat Swerve. So it's a 3-way tie. 12 points. That final for that side of the league is now a triple threat match. Guess what, Vern? El Idolo, Danielson, Brody King, and Kingston. I'm sorry, and El Idolo and Danielson are at 9. Kingston, Claudio, and King are at 6. Kingston has not faced Andrade yet. He beat Danielson. Danielson lost to Andrade. Andrade is going to lose to Kingston on Friday. And you're going to have another triple threat match on the other side. So your tournament where you said the top 2 will make it, you have now already went back on that and said, hey, it's going to be 3 guys now on both sides. You're going to have a triple threat match on both ends, and then you'll have your championship match.
Eddie Kingston also said that every match he was in, he was going to defend the 2 belts at every single match and put pressure on himself to succeed because this was how he knew he was going to prove that he was going to be everything. He deserved to carry those belts. That's why he was going to defend the belts at every match he had.
But he lost to King and Danielson. So is he not the champion anymore?
Now when he comes out, they go, oh, the belts aren't on the line. And I was like, so Eddie, that promo he did last week on television meant nothing? But I'm sure it's one of those things where it's like, oh, just pretend you didn't say it. We'll just move on.
Vern, we're not missing anything, are we?
No.
We haven't watched AEW religiously probably for the last 2 or 3 months.
Yep. And I only know about that Eddie one because it was in one of those wrestling comp botch videos of Eddie says, right, we're going to defend. And in every match so far, they've announced, oh, the belts are not on the line for this match. Oh, the belts are not on the line for this match. What was the point of him saying that he's putting the why?
Eddie may be winning the business for himself.
The match, when the match finishes, the point is you're going to have the triple crown, right? How do you have the triple crown if he doesn't win the tournament? Why would you have it be a triple crown then? Because how are they going to get the 2 belts off of him? It's a stupid idea. Anyway.
So let me ask you a question. One more. Why was the G1 climax formed? Was it to form 3 belts and make them 1? And you made the IWGP?
So you already had 2 long-standing titles. You had the JWA belt, the Japanese wrestling, the JWA.
Yeah.
And then you had
the
PW, the one from Inoki, the IWF.
IWGP, the International Wrestling Grand Prix. Pre.
No, it was the IWF belt for the one that he got from Buffalo. The one that he came and he purchased, that he bought from here and he took with him over there.
the Inoki Gino.
IGF. Okay.
One?
Maybe maybe the IGF.
When he left New Japan and then he came back, right? Then he come back.
He went to America, bought a belt from Buffalo, then he took the belt from Buffalo. NWF. Did I say that already?
Oh nah. This IGF thing is it was like IWF was more like a IGF was more like a pancrase worksheet. Yeah. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna put in G1 Climax in the grade 1 Climax. So on Kuramakusu. Sound good, huh? Look, listen, man. I can do voice acting. All I did was read that. Goredu Wang Kuramakasu. That's climax in Japanese. Kuramakasu. Professional wrestling tournament since 1974. Since 2012, the winner of the tournament earns the right to challenge. Wow, this was the IW and New Japan was like, you got to win this tournament to have a chance to face for the title.
Mm-hmm.
Since 2012 to go work at Mania, Wrestle Kingdom. It was
okay, here it is.
League, the MSG League, the IWGP League.
So the Triple Crown, just so we're on the same page, the Triple Crown, right?
That's the IWGP, no?
Yes, is the PWF, the NWA United National Heavyweight, and the NWA International Heavyweight.
What in the world is that? NWA was just making belts up, bro.
No, but these are because they're classic. They're classic NWA belts. That's what I'm saying. Like they're belts that had long-standing histories.
Oh, and they were just like defunct, like nobody was running with them.
That people were using them still, but kind of like the thing where you're like the NWA had that, like they were still using them, and so it's like, okay, let's take them. They have history. Legitimate guys won these. Let's unite them all, then we'll create a unified Triple Crown championship.
Yeah,
and that's why the original tournament was put together to create that Triple Crown. But this isn't that. Tony just created a belt just for the sake of having a belt,
and he's calling it the Continental Championship. Okay, how many belts is that now?
But they're allegedly they're going to take that's what I'm saying. In Japan, the 3 belts, like it's just stupid. The whole.
So is the point of that belt now to be defended in New Japan as well, or is it going to just Strong?
I have no idea
because it combines the Ring of Honor. It combines the Ring of Honor.
Yep, the Ring of Honor World title.
Strong.
Yep,
and a belt he just created.
And that's why for everybody on the internet who's saying that, oh, it's like Japan, it's not like Japan.
No, because
you can't compare those belts to freaking something he just came up with.
He tried to make a Triple Crown. You can't make a Triple Crown. A Triple Crown is when you take 3 titles that are established and combine them. That's your Triple Crown championship.
No, we got 2. Let's make a 3rd one so we can just combine them and have a Triple Crown. Because he's a fan. He's a fan who just wants to copy what he saw in Japan. And that's why it's so dumb.
Okay, championships. List of current champions in AEW. There's an AEW World Championship. There's an AEW International Championship. There's an AEW TNT Championship. There's also an FTW Championship. There's an AEW World Tag Team Championship. There's an AEW World Trios Championship. There's an AEW Women's World Championship. There's an AEW TBS Championship. And we're going to add the Continental Championship. Vern, that is 9 belts. 9 belts.
Did you get the trios titles in there?
Yes.
Okay.
9 belts for a 4-year-old promotion.
Dave Meltzer said at one point WWE had the same amount, so what are you complaining about?
You notice I said 4-year-old promotion?
That was Dave on the internet the other day. Someone else pointed out what you just said. They're like, this company's 4 years old. And Dave was like, at one point, WWE had like 21 belts.
After,
and it's like, how is it always your defense?
After that thing with Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez get into an argument, I think you played that off air for me.
Oh yeah,
where he was like, "Oh,
it's not my job.
You have to record. It's your job. You gotta know. You gotta record it afterwards."
Alvarez,
he goes,
"It's not my job."
Yeah, he's like, "It's not my job. They just need to tell the companies to do the 5-minute run over." Why is that my job? It shouldn't be my job. Well, you should just know, you're a wrestling fan. You should just
it's a
report the
real
next 30
sport.
minutes.
You have to treat it like a real sport.
You got to treat it like a real sport. No, we don't.
Because it's
No,
not
we
a real
don't.
sport.
It's not a real sport. They know when the show's going to start. They know when the show's going to end. There's no difference. Okay. I mean, there is a difference.
Yeah, because when it's
Sports
happening
can run
live, you got to
forever.
call. No, you have to call and they have live. It's like a real sport. You have to let them know, yo, we're running over. We're not going to get it in.
Christ.
Do you? Do you? I don't know,
Christ.
Dave.
Anyway.
Yeah, the Triple Crown is silly. The Triple Crown is silly because
Wait.
it
I'm not
lacks
there yet.
history.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The WWE has 10. 10 but it's 10 split into 2 promotions almost. You feel me? So Raw has 3 singles. SmackDown has 4 singles. Oh no, 3 singles. They have WWE and Universal as 2. Has 3 singles. And then there's 3 tag team championships. So if you think about it, it's 4 belts for one show. It's 4 belts for another show. Right? 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's 9. It's 9. What was I counting wrong? It's 9. It's 9. They each have the same amount of belts, right? But AEW plasters it all over every show. It's not like, yo, this belt's defended on TNT on Collision. I only see Christian on Collision. Right? They don't do that, right? He's on Dynamite. He's on Rampage.
But he's mostly on Collision now. No, I feel like
It's-
Christian's mainly on Collision, though.
I've seen
As
Christian
of
on
late,
Dynamite
the last
cutting
couple
promos.
of weeks,
I've seen him on Dynamite cutting promos, so he's not
Yeah.
exclusive to Collision.
No.
The
No
way
one's
the belts are
exclusive to anything,
treated,
though.
the way the belts are treated at WWE, the belts are exclusive to the brand, right?
Yeah.
Save the women's tag team titles. Every other belt is exclusive to the brand. But then you have one promotion with 9 belts. And it's like, who's important? That's what I look at it as. Who do I hang my hat on as this guy's the important guy? Is it MJF? Is it international champion Orange Cassidy, whose belt hasn't been around as long as the TNT title, which is on Christian Cage? Or whose title who really isn't sanctioned by anybody in the FTW title and Hook? I don't know. Let's keep talking about World's End, shall we? Before we continue to critique these guys. Please. You want to hear the matches so far? The reason why I brought up the whole Blue League, Gold League, it's the first match they show. It's the championship final of the Continental Classic. That's the reason why I went there. Because I just wanted to see how this story is going to unfold without having to watch the show. And we already know, right? I mean, 2 triple threat matches. Bryan Danielson's going to be in the finals of 1, right? Who do you put in the finals of the other one? Moxley, Swerve, or Jay White?
Probably Mox.
Okay. Can you say that again without the word probably?
It's going to be Moxley.
Thank you. Should it be Mox?
No.
You have a person in Jay White who recently was reported that he was disgruntled with how the whole MJF thing went. Wasn't a fan of how the storyline played out.
Booking was horrible.
Of course it was. Anyway, you've got Swerve Strickland, who just came off on that same pay-per-view, one of the hottest, according to the fans of AEW,
According
one of the
to
hottest
their,
matches. You made sure I did that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Jon Moxley, baby. Moxley was the MVP for this guy when we first started doing these shows, right?
Yep.
Tony never puts Moxley in a bad situation.
Yep.
Moxley's
Tony never lets
in
his
peril.
guys lose. He never lets his guys lose, ever.
Moxley's never in peril. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Danielson, Moxley, they work to a draw and they share the belts in the back pool combat club. I wouldn't be shocked. You know how dumb that sounds?
No, because remember their whole stupid, like, we bleed together, brother. That's how we figure it out. Remember that at the beginning when
they're not afraid. They're not afraid to
other?
fight each other. That was just a way to be like, if we have to,
yeah,
we're gonna have to wrestle each other. We're not that kind of stable, dude. So nonsense. Whatever. Anyway, the next match is Timeless Tony Storm and Rio for the AEW Women's World Championship. And then, I don't have that graphic, but the main event, well, I'm assuming, is going to be MJF versus Samoa Joe for the AEW World Championship. So,
and is MJF still hurting from that stupid bump he took at the pay-per-view?
I didn't pay attention enough tonight to even be like, yes. So I saw a promo where MJF looked like he was walking with something in his hand and Joe was in front of him. Oh, there's something in the hand was his belt. It's like his belt and his suit jacket. I don't remember.
Did he have his cane?
I don't remember. I went like this. Okay. And like this to the audio listener was a quick look at my television and right back to what I was doing.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it so far. So once again, I'm just gonna finish this. Once again, it's a week from Saturday on December 30th. He's going to wait until December 27th.
The night before, yeah.
The show, no, not the night before. December 27th is, that's Sunday. This is Sunday, December 30th, right? Because they don't do shows on Saturdays. Because, no, it's on Saturday. So is Collision going to air at the same time as the pay-per-view? They're just not going to do Collision, right? There's not going to be an episode of Collision, right?
Oh, they're going to bump Collision up.
Is Collision taped? Is Collision live?
I have no idea.
This is the problem you get into when you have a Saturday show and you also do pay-per-views on Saturday.
Unfortunately, you're asking me AEW questions. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm just asking in general.
I know what I'm just saying, but I can't give you no answer because I don't pay attention, so I don't know.
First, I don't even know if there is an answer. Is there really an answer? Okay. I just want to know. So December 27th is Dynamite New Year Smash. That is where the next 11 matches. No. We'll get some Rampage. I feel like we'll get a match or two on Rampage. Right? This Friday. Okay. Tomorrow for now. We'll get a match or two. Collision. We're definitely gonna, it's the go home show, right? It's the go home show for Collision. We have to look at it that way. They're not gonna run Collision at the same time as a pay-per-view, Vern.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They wouldn't do that, right? You see my smile.
I mean,
I know you don't care
because I'm like, you're putting so much thought into this, and it's like, I guarantee you, Tony hasn't put this much thought into it, so I don't care.
It's gonna run, you know it is. That's what I'm trying to get. You know it's gonna run. It won't.
It's not going to because he's not gonna oppose himself. He's not that stupid. He's not gonna oppose himself to the guy who brought up challenger brands the other day. I meant to tell you that he brought it up again. When he did his whole impassioned speech about I do this for Vern, for Bill, for all that, and for the Crockett.
He didn't say that.
Oh my God. Is that when the Von Erichs are
out there or something?
Oh my God. You haven't seen this at the freaking media scrum?
I don't watch AEW.
Okay,
media scrum
I'll give you a
CM Punk's not there. I don't watch it.
All right.
The last time I watched it, this dude was crying. I don't watch media scrums anymore.
The clip you have to see is Tony at one point is like, I do this for like, and he just starts dropping every promoter he can think of. Like they didn't do it. I'm never gonna give up the fight. Like that someone, like he got on with the like someone hyped him up energy. That someone like,
gassed him up. Did he start the scrum like that?
Yo, you heard they talk about you, right? Yo, you heard what they said about you, right?
They said you was gonna fall off, gang.
Yo, and he got on like, yo.
He says your word?
Yo,
I ain't going nowhere.
Bro, you have to see it. You have to see it.
After the show, remind me.
He drops all the promoters and he's like, I'm never going to stop the fight. I'm never going to stop the fight. I'm always going to keep fighting no matter what. I'm always going to keep coming at you. You're never going to stop me. And it was like, why are you giving the war speech? You're at war with yourself.
That's the Wolf of Wall Street speech. I am never leaving. That's literally it, bro. Is that not it?
Bro, the other day, Tony was out of his mind, and he was like, we're a challenger brand. As a challenger brand, we're always going to offer alternative to them. And it's like, what are you talking about?
Nobody cares, Tony. You know what I care about? Good product. A good product. Nobody cares what you do compared to the E. The only reason why people do that is
Tony
you call yourself a challenger brand. You call yourself a challenger brand. If he just came out there and had the mentality of Impact where they just was like, yo, we're just another wrestling promotion.
It would be different.
Sure.
We're the number one show. We're the best wrestling on television. Sure. Say that.
We're number one in the UK.
Sure,
whatever.
Sure.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
Say it all. No problem.
Why
for you,
is
you're
it?
constantly trying to compete. That's the problem.
But what is it about AEW that when they do that, you're just like, what are you talking about? But
Right.
if TNA does it, it's like, sure, you
Yeah, no
guys are
problem.
number one. Yeah,
No problem. You guys are one.
you guys are number one in Tanzania. You're 100%. You guys are number one wrestling in Tanzania. Yes,
Yeah.
you
Nobody
win the
watches you.
demo.
I don't know. I don't know, man. It's strange. It's really strange. I really don't know. But I just find that funny because I'm wondering. So they're gonna finish off the show. They're gonna finish booking the show at New Year's Smash a couple days before, and probably add another one at Dynamite. I mean at Rampage. So I'm sure we'll have 13 to 14 matches come next Saturday.
Oh wait, so you haven't seen? Did you see the ROH news? The debut of the new ROH Women's Television title.
What?
Tony just at the pay-per-view, Tony debuted the ROH Women's Television title.
Vern.
Athena's like 20 and something, 20 defenses of that belt to hers as champ. So Athena's not losing a belt anytime soon. So Tony's created another secondary title for the women to fight for.
Vern. Is this thing on?
Uh-huh.
Ring of Honor isn't on TV. How do you have a television title you ain't on TV? You want to call it the Honor Club? Call it the Honor Club Championship. Okay.
I'm just telling you, Tony.
I didn't even count Ring of Honor, by the way, either.
Yeah,
there's like 5 belts there.
Tony just debuted a brand new women's belt. A brand new women's belt.
That's nonsense. That's nonsense. Another belt, bro.
That's where it is. That's where Ring of Honor's at right now. It's all athletic. I don't know, man. AWA and AW are the same promotion. AW
After what you told me earlier, yeah, off
they're
air.
becoming the same promotion.
Stuck in their ways, just stuck.
Tony really thinks people want to see athletic content. I don't know, man. I just don't want to see two guys fake fighting and just telling me if they're going to go 20 minutes because they're supposed to.
So can I also say something before? So this Continental Classic, what's the shortest match? Do you know?
Oh, has to be 21 minutes or 15.
No,
15
TV. The shortest match.
What's the shortest one so far?
Give me a second. I'm going to cheat here and use some numbers. Oh, Jesus Christ. That probably wasn't a good idea. Oh, no. Here we go. Yeah. The shortest match was when Jay Lethal lost to Roosh in 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Shocker.
Every other match on this tournament, and that's 6 guys wrestling 5 times, twice. 60. That's 30. That winds up just being 30 matches. Am I bugging? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 60 matches. That's 30 on one end, 30 in the other league. No, it's 30 matches. I'm tripping. I'm reading 50. Yeah, it's 30 matches. 30 matches. One of them was 4 minutes. Nothing else. Okay, 11 minute. We got 2 10-minute matches. No, 1 10-minute match. Everything else ranges from 11 minutes to 18 minutes. The longest match was Kingston and Claudio. They went 18:04.
Oh, Lord.
Danielson and Kingston went 16:50. Okay, I know you said this is Danielson. Something tells me this is also the brainchild of Eddie Kingston, too. Because Eddie's a huge Japan guy, too,
I'm
right?
sure in some world, yeah. Like Tony was like, oh, Eddie, I know you're never going to get to go to Japan, but I'm going to bring Japan to you.
I'm going to bring Japan to you. Yeah. Okay. Are we good with AEW? Wave by to AEW.
I was good before the conversation started.
Vern, main event time.
Main event time, man.
Day 1 Raw.
This is exciting.
Pro wrestling the way it should be.
NWA, we just stole your slogan. This is really what the way wrestling should be.
In the modern day of
you know what?
Wrestling.
Cornette says it best. It's the most professionally done. Even if it's sanitized, even if it's boring, even if at times it's cringy, it's the most professional. It's the one you can watch and you're not going, what the heck am I watching?
Yeah.
You're not scratching your head going, who's booking this?
I feel like
that makes all the difference.
Be embarrassed showing my friends the WWE. if I had a group of friends that had no idea what professional wrestling was, like they were foreign, they lived under a rock, and all they watched was one channel, and it was propaganda from North Korea. Okay, it was something like that, right? And I showed them wrestling. If I showed them, hey, this is what we do out in America, it's called professional wrestling. This is our biggest one. It's called the WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment. I would not be embarrassed. But if I went, I don't watch that WWE stuff. I watch Impact. Watch this Impact. I watch AEW. I watch Ring of Honor. And I sit down with me for 2 hours and come watch this. I think my foreign friend would be like, why do you watch this?
Well,
I think so.
Because the car crash aspect of it, right? You can only car crash so much before, right? I showed you the car crash match of the week. I showed it to you.
Oh my god! Should we start doing that? Car crash match of the week. I like that.
Right?
Like cool.
And before the after the opening lockup, you paused and you were just like, you're already going, what is this? What's about to happen?
Was there a lockup?
And it was
remember.
Everything. Oh no, there wasn't. The guys, you said, what are we doing? They just started running right into the clothesline. They just went straight for the clothesline, duck under.
Yeah. I don't even remember. I don't remember 90% of that match. I remember the drop kick into the German. I remember the stupid apron spots that got overkilled. They botched the dive spot.
Yep.
The crisscross dive spot. And then they win in the heat.
At the beginning, the singles matches that happened in the beginning.
Right. But they did a lot of moves in all that.
Tons of moves.
One of the flight guys hit a move where it looked like a finish that you were like, yo, he can only hit that on guys that are smaller than him. And I'm like, that's a finish, though. In my head, I'm like, that's a finish. Mm-hmm. And he just used it to get to the next spot.
To pull the guy, turn the guy 2 revolutions inside a guy went
and then face bust him as an X Factor.
Insane.
It was nuts. It looked crazy. After that, you know what I want to hear? 1, 2, 3. Ah! Not oh. And we got 10 more minutes of that. I don't want to hear. After seeing that one move that dude did, I said, bro, that's a finish. Take it home. But anyway, wrestling the way it should be.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell we're WWE fans. Huh?
Yeah, man. But no, this is exciting. Drew. Heel truth telling Drew.
I don't think he's a heel, man. I think we said it last
Exactly.
Last
he's just a guy telling the truth, and that's what makes it so awesome.
And okay, so I think I mentioned it last time. Vern, the best bad guys in movies are good people who decide to make evil decisions. They always have a reason why. It's not like I'm just bad for the sake of being bad.
But I think that's where the heel comes in. Because you just said they have the reason why. The heel is the one who, even when he no longer has the reason why, he can still convince himself,
right?
I still have a reason why.
Yes, I still have a reason to be this ornery.
And that's why I think Drew is the heel solely because this is his 3rd time, and now he's gotten more vicious and more violent every time he's come back.
So I agree 100%. He's definitely the heel here. But I love the fact that the WWE didn't just say, he's the bad guy, you have to boo him. He got on that microphone and said, if you've been watching, you've seen what's happened. Everybody just forgives Jey Uso like he hadn't been bodying dudes for Roman for 3 years.
Yep.
And at Drew's expense.
Yep.
Drew has a legitimate reason to be pissed off. I say you can't call him a heel because if I was in his situation, I'd be doing the same thing as a human being. Just making anything like in the workplace, you don't get promoted and you keep getting passed over. And you finally got your opportunity, but then this one D decided to ruin that for you. Now what are you going to say? F this job. I'm going to do the bare minimum. Forget this. My feet are going up. My feet are going up right now. Mm-hmm. Forget this job. I'm quiet quitting, right?
Yeah.
You can't quiet quit in pro wrestling because you got to tell a story. So he got angry. He got pissed off. And he's hurting everybody who wants to do him wrong or sides with Jey.
No.
That's it. It's in the simplest form.
Yep.
It's very simple to digest.
Yep.
This dude got wronged. I can understand why he doesn't care how people feel about him now.
And all his promos, he just tells you the truth.
Like you say, he's a truth teller, but not in a way where it's like it's a conspiracy truth teller. It's like I'm
Nope.
telling my truth.
Yep.
This is what I've
and
been.
like you said, if you've watched the show, you know what I'm talking about.
Already. I'm
not talking to you who are booing me. I'm talking to people who watch this show and actually are fans of mine.
Right.
You guys get me. You understand why I'm this angry because you've seen what I've been experiencing this whole time.
And I feel like the way he did that made you connect to the story more.
Yep.
He said, I don't care about those people who are just coming in here to boo me. To the real fans, the ones who really know me, who have followed my journey, who have watched the show. And I'm like, hey, that's me. I'm immediately like, I'm that guy. I'm the one who's been watching this dude since he came back and was a heel for Ziggler and had his meteoric rise. And then the pandemic came and he got porked. He couldn't be champion in front of nobody. Then he gets his opportunity and it's get taken away by the bloodline. And he hasn't had a real fair shake since.
Yep. It's
like, bro.
They had the chance at Clash of the Castle, denied. He had the chance at the
recently. He went for Seth's title and he got it. No?
SummerSlam? No, Survivor Series. No, they were in the 5.
That was a War Games.
That was a War Games. It was a Raw.
I'm trying to remember. I torn it was Seth Drew before. No, am I bugging?
It was 2 matches. Yeah, they've got 2. That's what I'm saying. This is the 3rd match in the series.
Right.
And so far, Drew's got 2 losses. That's
Crown Jewel.
At Crown Jewel, thank you.
Crown Jewel. We couldn't remember the pay-per-view. The Saudi pay-per-views. We should just say Saudi. We never remember those Saudi names. Crown Jewel, Superstar, whatever. Well, go ahead.
And so I think that Drew is due to get the W.
You think he's getting the win on day one?
I do, because I think he's due. He's lost 2 high-profile matches, right?
Yeah.
And I think he can't lose. I just don't think his character can suffer a 3rd loss, especially on a day one, their big season opener, all eyes on the program.
Sure.
I think he has Punk's first match, right? Like, I just think.
Finish.
I just think
I got a volley.
Yeah, no, I think that right now it'd be. And plus, I think you have to get the belt up because you got to start preparing for Punk and Rollins, and you got to get the belt off of Rollins. So I think now's the time to get the belt off Rollins and establish it over on Drew. Drew deserves a run with the belt. There's a guy, that pandemic thing. Even though guys shouldn't get anything based on they don't deserve, but Drew's a guy who I want to see him at least get one more run in front of people.
In front of yes, I think because,
and I think heel Drew works. That's it.
Babyface Drew, when he was working Brock, was ready. It was Vince's
song. What song did he have that he said that everybody really liked his song? He doesn't want to go back to it. He said it in a promo that his theme song.
Oh no, that's Throwback. Out of time, so say goodbye.
I didn't know that.
That one. My! It's the one that's got the long intro in the beginning, and he doesn't come out till the guitars come.
Okay, that was his old school entrance. Okay,
the best theme. That theme is fire. It levels to like Slow Chemical for Kane. Like nothing beats Slow Chemical. It's like, yo, Drew's old theme reaches that kind of level.
So that's what he meant when he was like, I have a theme song that everybody loves, and
it's better than what he has now, because now it's just the bagpipes and then the drums. Like it's good for him. It fits him. But the other song was just fire. It was just fire. I'm gonna find it. I'll send it to you. Maybe we'll end the show with this one, with that one too. Out of time. I love that. So, my volley, sir. My volley. Can we get the belt on Priest right here at day one?
So here's the thing I think about Priest. I think Priest is going to lose
his cash in.
I think that's going to be that's the impetus that's finally going to split him and Rhea, because you've been seeing the tension between him and Rhea, right?
Leader doesn't get the job done.
Yep. And so I'm thinking finally they're gonna botch that finally in a way that he's just gonna either flip out and be done with it, or they're just gonna boot him and he's gonna take it with him. But either way, I think the Money in the Bank is gonna be the reason we finally get him babyface out of the Judgment Day.
Good sir. Did you say impetus?
Yeah, the catalyst, excuse me.
No.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. If you don't like the word impetus, we could do that.
No, I just never heard that word. So I'm
I'm not
the only one who's never heard that word. So I'm about to read the definition.
Please go ahead.
Because you said it, I was like, damn, that's a good word. The force that makes something happen or happen quicker. Or a different one is the force or energy with which a body moves.
Mm-hmm.
The booster coil before the flywheel loses all its impetus. Oh, I know that word.
Yeah, that's
Use
what
it
I'm saying.
that
You
way.
definitely know that word.
I
Yes.
definitely know that word. The way you used it, I was like, I've never
That's
heard
what
that
I'm
word
saying.
before.
Did I use it incorrectly? Or maybe
I don't
used
think
it
so. You
incorrectly?
said it's impetus is something that makes something happen quicker.
Correct.
Him losing money in the bank, cash in, is the no. You
Yeah,
said
will be
correctly.
the it'll
No,
be the impetus. It'll be the impetus, the reason
you
that gets
just
him to just
no.
say
You're good.
screw it, I'm good.
Yeah, that's a
so
great word.
I really think that's what we're gonna get because the Judgment Day breakup feels like it's looming closer and closer.
Yeah.
And there's really and there's only just so much.
Well, I
Like,
wouldn't say
just feel like
breakup.
you're
I wouldn't
starting
say breakup.
not breakup, but I think they're going to transition away from like they're going to give him. I think Damon's going to finally step into the solo role. I think is maybe
You
perhaps
think
better.
so? And be babyface.
I think babyface solo Damien is next. Yeah,
So we had babyface solo Damian Priest before.
but not over like now. He's finally over now, and I don't think he wasn't that over before when he was
So
doing.
I think, that Archer. Oh, I hated that Damian. He had no vision, no direction.
Nope.
No direction. He was just the United States champion working matches and
True Pain Martini. Right?
No. Punishment Martinez.
Punishment Martinez. Excuse me.
You added like him
Truth
and
Martini.
Truth Martini together.
Truth Martini. That's what I was thinking. I was going to say Truth Martini, but I was like, what's not Truth Martini?
No, Punishment Martinez.
Yeah.
I don't think Damian. I can see Damian losing just to return the volley back.
Sure.
Because you gave me one, so here I come with my backhand. I don't see Damian becoming a babyface.
Okay.
Unless they quickly forgot what happened before. I mean, granted, you can try to make it now with him being more over, like you said. I think he's more over as a heel. And more honest, in my honest opinion. I think he's more comfortable being the heel, which I think it's comfortable. It's easier for a lot of guys and girls as professional wrestlers to be the bad guy. Because you don't have to abide by the rules all the time and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think Damian will become a babyface. I like the idea of, okay, cashes in, he loses, then he loses his leader status. I could see that happening, but I still think he still remains a member of the Judgment Day, especially if he does the cash in and they're still tag team champions.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind if Damian went over. Let's say, here's my theory. Drew wins, right? Brutal match between these guys at day one. Damian cashes, or Judgment Day comes out and just messes up everything. I'm trying to be clean here. That's why it took me a while to come up with a different word. Messes up everything, right? So car crash, cash in. Damian over, right? Damian over on Drew, because you said Drew needs to win. I don't think it would work again because the heel. Drew's more of this heel. Or Damian over on Rollins. I'm just throwing stuff to the wall right now. Damian over on Rollins after a loss by Drew sends him over the edge and makes him a full-fledged angry heel. And he just takes it out on Rollins. Here comes Damian. Damian does the cash in. Damian goes over. Right?
Okay.
Very similar to what happened in the pandemic. Damian gets approached by Drew. They've already been in cahoots before because of War Games. So it wouldn't make sense. It would make sense for them to talk because of Rhea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Drew comes to Damian. Next show, I want my title shot. Very next week, January 8th, I want my title shot. Okay? Drew goes up there. Right? You still get the belt off of Rollins to set up for Punk. Damian gets a successful cash-in where he looks even stronger. And the very next week, you still put the belt on Drew. They did this with Miz and Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley was the reason why Miz got the cash-in during the pandemic, and Miz won the belt again. The very next week, Bobby was like, yo, I want my title shot.
I remember.
I want my title shot. And then he put him in the hurt lock. GG's.
Yep.
It was like 3 minutes. GG's. It was over. I could see them doing it again because they don't mention pandemic wrestling Pandemic wrestling has been retconned. I feel
But
like.
yeah, they do. They bring up that what's his face was champ during the pandemic, but that's about it though. Outside, like just saying he was
They
champ,
don't
like,
show it.
they always say he
footage.
won it. They always say he won it at WrestleMania. They never say like the pandemic. They say he won it during the WrestleMania.
They don't say, yeah, right. They acknowledge it, but they're not talking
2020
about
WrestleMania.
when.
Yeah.
Right. So I can see it happening again. Just an idea, just an idea that could happen. But I feel like you still get your Punk, your Rollins, you still put Damian up, and Drew still gets it afterwards, and you don't have Drew beating Seth. But you saying Drew beating Seth? I don't know. I can see it happen, bro.
I think so.
I can see it happening. So there's only 3 other matches on this. We got Rhea Ivy for the World Championship, Becky Lynch, Nia, and then Tegan and Natalya versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe for the number 1 contenders for the tag titles. And that's all we got so far.
I know.
Do you think we get like 8 matches for day 1, or we got like 7
I think
matches?
we get at least another. We need more guy matches first of all.
Of course, those I think are the ladies matches.
Yeah, I know, but I don't love that because Rhea Ivy now is a throwaway.
Yep, it's another feeder, bro. It's a feeder.
There's a feeder. The women's tag match.
It's the number 1 contenders match. It's a 10-1
throwaway. Who cares? It's a Natalya. Natalya's not. Even if they get it, who cares?
You got to remember, it's a Raw. They got to move their stories along. So.
I know, but that's right. Like that's like part of the women's division. Their story wise, it's just like, these are like really underneath storylines.
In all honesty, in my opinion, just real quick, scrap the tag belts. At this point, I know they can't, because at least a lot of girls on High and Dry that are in the tag division. Scrap those belts, man. Nobody cares. You know what though? Belts.
I really think a big mistake was scrapping the NXT tag belts. I've really annoyed me that NXT now the women's division has gone stale, and that like you're either wrestling each other.
You're
just wrestling each other. Yeah. Like I was like, I really wish they'd bring back the women's tag belts to NXT. So
and honestly,
something else to go after.
Right. Send those actually, because remember when they first made those belts, they were like, well, we're gonna defend them in all 3 brands. And then they were really on just Raw and SmackDown and occasionally NXT. Move that belt more to NXT. Let some NXT girls win them titles. And let that be on NXT for a while.
Remember Katana Chance and Kaden Carter were the tag champs.
Yeah, but
you saw them win the belts on Monday?
I didn't.
They beat Chelsea Green and Doudrop.
I was at training at Shay's training.
Oh, okay.
School. I went down there. That's right. That was what I wanted to tell you about to open the show. The training school that I went with Shay. Shea School. That's fine. If I remember in 2 weeks, it's fine.
Yeah.
But
so no, they won the tag belts. They randomly just won the tag belts on Monday.
We ran, and I feel like that happens.
Well, randomly because they just they've been showing their package, this weird package.
Promo packages are weird. No, they're at the festivals. That's not even clubbing.
Oh,
they showed them at the festivals like Coachella and all that.
Okay, it was just corny. It had nothing to do with wrestling. I was like,
it didn't make me care for them.
It was like a human interest piece, but in like the stuff you just didn't care about. Not about their cats and their grandmas. It's about them going to festivals.
Yeah, we're young girls and we like to party. Oh,
but I'm guessing it must
modern day rockers.
Yeah, right. Like it's trying to connect to a certain demographic audience.
Right. So, it's not what I say earlier. It's not for us.
Yeah. So whatever.
It's not for us.
But
we're old, man.
So all those women's matches you just announced, I'm like. Becky Lynch, Becky
Nia
has a potential, right? But the promo on Monday I didn't like.
I saw a bit of it. I didn't get to see. I wasn't really watching, so
it wasn't terrible. I just didn't like it because you feel like. I guess I felt like there should have been more spice to it.
Okay.
Because Nia gets that like.
Nia talks like a normal girl.
Yeah, yes. I was gonna say Nia, like she was like, girlfriend. Oh my god, let me tell you something. Like before me, you were nobody, and I was Nia, I'm gonna beat you in my hometown in front of all my friends and embarrass you, honey.
So yeah,
and it's just kind of like, I get that's who you are, but for some reason, when you start talking like that, it kills it for me because I'm just
Nia's always needed a talker. Nia's always needed somebody to talk
for
her.
This?
Because Nia.
Oh my god,
Nia's delivery. It's her delivery.
Not.
That's what I emphasize.
When I'm in front of my hometown. I'm
in front of my fans and my
fans.
Yeah.
Wow, what a weird. How bizarre, right? Like, what a stupid thing to like be like. It's so off-putting, but
yeah.
It doesn't,
and not in a way where
like,
oh, because Chelsea Green does that, but Chelsea Green does it in a way where it's like that's being a good heel. She's annoying
it
me
suits
in
the
a good heel
character
way,
of her. That's just like, can I talk to management? It suits
right?
her.
And you feel like Chelsea is forcing it, not forcing, but like emoting it. I don't know the word to use there.
So you didn't see the match, so it doesn't even matter. Forget it. Okay. If you get a chance to watch the match,
I'm gonna watch Raw eventually.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch.
So listen,
I
just
didn't
pay
get to see
attention to Samantha Irvin announcing Chelsea.
Oh, I know.
She didn't go.
Chelsea Green.
It's Chelsea Green. She was just like, oh, it's Chelsea Green.
Really?
And when I watched it, I was like, and so because I watched the month Raw because I fell asleep kind of. I watched it again.
Yeah.
And I caught it and I was like, well, that's weird. And then when I watched it and I rewound it and I was like, oh, weird. When she comes out, it's Chelsea Green and Dewdrop. And I'm like,
it's
she didn't do
Green.
Chelsea Green.
That's her thing.
Didn't do it. And I was like, I wonder if Chelsea was like, nah, don't waste it. I'm taking the L. Don't waste it tonight. I don't know. I'm expecting. I'm making it up in my head, right? But I just.
Okay.
What do you? But so bizarre that she didn't do the Chelsea Green thing.
Because that's Samantha Irving's thing. Like she puts emphasis on the name.
Yep.
In a certain way. And if you get that, like, oh, Samantha Irvin is getting you over to the best of her ability. So it's like
when she says Gunta with the accent,
Gunta. Yeah, it's very good. I love it. She fixed her general too. Because at one point she was like speeding through general. But now she slowed it down. Ring general. And then she takes that deep breath and delivers that Gunther. So shout out to her. But let's get back to day one, bro.
So back to all that women's stuff, all that women's stuff we just talked about. I don't see that going anywhere. This whole Chelsea Green thing. So Kaden Carter then won the belts. I was thinking, where the heck were that?
We were talking about Chelsea Green and Dewdrop.
Chelsea Green and Dewdrop, and I just wanted to tell you that. Yeah, that I noticed that when you watch it back. Tell me if you think it's me, but for whatever reason, Samantha Irvin didn't do it.
Hold on,
and I wonder why.
Did she have the Jonathan Gresham boo-boo face?
No, she didn't have the boo-boo face, but she didn't get announced like herself.
I'm thinking, man, this is probably good for her. Good for Chelsea Green, right? Get her away from the tag division. She don't need a tag partner, bro. She don't need one.
How did Dewdrop get the tag belt again? Do you remember?
She forced it. She just took it. I'm the champion now.
I'm champion now.
Yeah. She goes, oh, I was actually going to do this. No, I'm the champion. No. Oh, okay. You're the champion. Okay. You're the champ. Because those belts are cursed. All right? I said that already. The belts are cursed.
And like
since a nymph, Aaliyah, the belts are cursed.
It was like, is that not the MJF Samoa Joe thing, the jail storyline? Yo, I'm gonna be your partner. Oh, okay, sure, right, sure. That's cool. I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Anyway, but yeah,
when Samoa Joe show up, I'd be quiet. But when he leaves, I'll be talking again.
I'll be talking again. He tells me to shut up, and I do when he's around. But when he turns his back, though, I say whatever I want. I'm telling him to shut up to his face. I'm saying,
I'll wait till he turn around and I do one of these.
Yeah.
Okay. So storyline wise, I'm trying to think. For men's matches, Gunther's gone. Oh, Gunther will be back on New Year's, right? So no IC belt and nothing there. Do we get
Gunther had that banger. Gunther and Miz had that's a match you got to go out of your way to catch. Better than the first one. Better than the first one. Yes,
the first one was good. The one at the pay-per-view.
Better than the pay-per-view match.
Okay,
I'm gonna watch that one. Cooking. That's a new term.
Were they not in Cleveland?
I keep using it, by the way. I'm young.
They're not in Cleveland? He said cooking.
Cooking. That's a new thing. Just cooking.
Cooking, bro.
They were posting a picture of Mike on some cooking TV show, and everyone's like, "Oh, Miz cooking. I hear Mike Mazzani cooking," and there's a picture of Mike Mazzani on some like celebrity TV show. And Monday night, he was.
Miz is definitely going to be on there. Is he wrestling that night?
On day one, I could see there being something, because
maybe a promo only.
Miz lost Miz can never challenge for the.
He can never challenge again, right? Yeah.
I wonder if it's going to be something where like Miz will piss off Gunther and Gunther like demand, I need a match with Miz. like lifting. I
Yeah,
need a match
yeah,
with Miz.
sure. There's a chance.
Or
that could
if he
happen.
has a match with Miz with the belts on the line, and Miz will get the W there finally, or something like that.
Yeah, that's another good one too. I'm just looking here, and I'm trying to think like what would they do on Raw? That's got to be NXT. Ariana Grace. Let me just switch it where it's Raw. I'm going through their roster right now, trying to be like
Punk. They're gonna do something with Punk on day one.
Punk will be there. Yeah, he's not wrestling. Cody works on day one
Cody, Jay
as a match.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Jay's
Jay.
gonna have a match.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you ever has Raw had this many baby faces in quite a long time? This many strong baby faces?
That Cody mentioned that in the media scrum not too long ago. The last time you really saw that was the Attitude Era. When like at the end of the night, the guys
Is that
are
why?
out there.
I'm sorry. Did I just think I had an original thought? And you're like, nah, bro. Cody said that.
Yeah, Cody said that in the media scrum.
Okay.
Yeet.
Oh,
When
I
Cody
thought-
put on the glasses like Triple H after War Games.
Yeah.
said
And
it
he
there.
read the thing. Okay.
He said
Then-
exactly. Yeah.
Here I am thinking I had an original thought, and I'm like,
sorry.
bro, I was not good. Thank you for telling me. Then, did Cody say that? That was so
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
So
Mad
many
baby faces.
so
Yeah.
many credible, believable.
Yeah.
Get behind them, kicking, shoot. Baby faces duck me. Yep, duck me right
You haven't had
there.
a duck in months, brother.
Yep, and because I
your
was talking
streak.
about, I've been talking about them daggone baby faces and getting out there
They're
being
poop
real,
kickers. They're poop kickers.
real mud stirrers, mud kickers.
I like it.
Anyway.
No, I'm gonna look real quick. Can I just put all? Look, I'm about to say all. Oh my god, that's like every superstar. They're showing the Golden Greek, Jim Lundos. Like what? Abby. I didn't like. Why are there profiles of those guys? I mean, look. So you got AJ, right? As just to say what you were talking about. You got AJ. You've got. I wish I could just do men. Baby faces. He's not here, but Count Brock. Brock's another one. A good over the top baby faces.
AJ's a heel though,
No, he just came back on SmackDown and attacked the Bloodline. He's full on baby.
Oh. I thought,
Punk?
didn't he beat up LA Knight?
No, he beat up LA Knight. What did I miss? He came in and helped them, him and Randy.
Okay.
And speaking of them too, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, LA Knight, Randy Orton. Like how many babyface names we're saying, right? Like strong, not like this guy's a babyface and we got to build him, so we'll put him with a strong heel. No, strong babyface, babyface.
Raw's been, you know what? Raw has been putting on pretty consistent shows, and they haven't even been like rinse, repeat feeling shows either. They've really been pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Like I said, Becky Lynch and what's her face Monday were blah. I didn't love it. I thought they'd have more fire and piss and vinegar in what they were doing, and more anger and more angst, considering that she punched you in the nose, and that's kind of what jump started your whole career. Oh, that's where we were, because we were both talking about her voice, and that's somehow we kept going, and we never got back to the point.
And her voice.
Yeah, we never got back to the point that I think the match will be physical, and hopefully, because Nia's improved. Nia has looked like she's improved. She looks like she's had some improvement.
I'll disagree.
Look,
go ahead.
A refrigerator with appendages that moves, I think, is.
Hold on. A refrigerator with appendages, and those bottom appendages are the same exact one. She has 2 left feet. Continue. I'm just looking at this shot. Not even on the roster page.
I think she's gotten somewhat better than what she used to be, but
she's not even on the roster page, by the way.
Jade? No.
When did this happen?
NXT.
I must have missed that.
She came out of NXT and she was setting up at the top, and she sat down in the chair, and they're like, Jade Cargill is in NXT.
Brother, don't even show her here. See that?
Ooh.
JC Jane, Jakara Jackson.
Yeah,
Jade's not even considered there.
They shouldn't. She hasn't debuted yet.
I love it.
Yeah.
But no, I just wanted to show you that. But you're saying Nia has improved. No.
She's better than what she was.
Okay.
She trimmed down.
I'm seeing the same thing.
She cut a couple of lbs.
She lost weight. She
lost weight.
Sure, I agree, and that's it. She lost weight. Nia is working the same exact way she worked when she got here to begin with. Unsafe, rushing. She needed more time down in the gold brand when it was strictly the gold brand back then, and they called her up too soon. Way too soon. No. She is not. She's doing the same thing she did then, when she was with Alexa Bliss that she's doing right now, Vern.
Think so? I can't
Yes.
really recall paying attention to
I
that
saw it.
hard,
I
so
saw it. I
can't
was loving me some Nia when she first came through.
copy.
And I'm looking at her now. It's the same, brother. I'm telling you, it's the same.
All right. Well, either way, Raw, it's
Can't
been
wait for
hitting
day
for
one.
me. I can't wait
Yeah.
for day one. I'm excited for it. Triple H, keep killing it, man. Keep putting on a show that just is professional. It's a professionally run show. It may not all be great, but dang it, it's run
Rest of-
professionally, and I
it's
don't
rested the way it should be.
cringe. I don't cringe when I watch it and go, "Oh, look,
Somebody got
they
shot.
rented Madison Square Garden for this wrestler to do a walk-in where they're gonna dance and do their dance in front of the whole stadium that's empty."
I'm not touching that. I swerve when I drive. Vacant. Still signed to the WWE. Just
Shout
wondering
out
if
to
you
him,
wanted to
though.
know.
Shout out
Shout out
to
to Vacant. Shout out to Vacant. This man's got the longest
Shout out to
tenure.
Vacant still making freaking debuts in wrestling.
How much money has Vacant made in the business already? All right, Vern. Look, I said it was probably going to be around this time.
Bruh, right?
Ooh, I got a pimple on my back. and
My
I just
friend.
scratched it. Just wave the pencil. Oh my God, I'm not selling. That's real. Oh, I think I popped a pimple scratching my back. You ever scratch your back, you got a pimple on it, and you just run right through the pimple?
I cannot consider a time I can remember it, but it sounds like it hurts.
My back hurts so much. It was like, and I just felt the pimple burst. It hurt so much. Oh, with all that
That is
being
a
said,
gross way of saying it.
we're wrapping this show on up, man. It's late. Nobody's listening. Come on now. You know nobody's listening by now. It's time to wrap this thing on up. So, for my man, I was rolling it off screen, Vernon Somoza. Ow. Oh, I don't think I said what it was. It's episode 48, by the way. And this episode's called Pipe Down, Bruv. All right, I get it. I get it. Pipe down, Bruv.
I forgot about
I get it.
Oi! Hey! Oi! Oi!
Hold on. I'm trying to pop my vein.
Oi!
Oi! I get it. Pipe down, Bruv. You see the spit come out my mouth when I said that just now?
How? I forgot how you just said it. I just remembered how angry he got. Oi! Oi!
I get it. Pipe down. Bro.
Pipe down, bro.
They agree with you. They don't like this.
I
You
know.
don't. Relax.
You're the baby face. Pipe down, bro. Okay, what's the energy right now?
I'm getting a Bruv shirt. When it comes out, I'm getting a Bruv
Yo,
shirt.
for real, because your man was like, bro, you're the most fired up heel baby face who went out to yell at the people and let them know. Anyway.
For my man, let's roll it up again. Vernon
Seriously, right? Now that we-
Bruv. I am Frank Champion. I am me. He is him. We are they. Say pipe down, Vern.
Pipe down, bruv.
And we're out of here.